Because those who are following the
Go
World
live.
Cup are noting that, wow, the U.S. team is actually really performing. Interestingly enough.
Hello, everyone. Welcome. Get rid of that. I gotta get rid of this. Yay! Okay, take it away.
Would you get rid of that, please?
Take that out of my hands, please. I know.
Boom! That's the stuff, folks.
Oh.
Yeah, okay.
Here we go.
Yeah,
Closed captions are on.
I always put closed captioning on. Like, I want to read what I'm saying or something. That's bizarre.
I feel like that should be
What the
something
hell?
that you turn on if you want. Not,
if you really want
not
to.
a default. Hi, Peter.
Hello.
And hi, Lisa. Good to see both of you.
I mean, I will say, like, the option for closed captioning on either of these platforms is awesome because there are hearing impaired viewers out there, and they would like to be able to
absolutely be an option.
read what's happening. So the fact that this can auto-generate, I'm not saying it's perfect. There's some pretty bizarre things that happen, but you know, if you were hearing impaired, you might be pretty entertained by the things that I'm saying. So I'll put it that way. You know, and the fact is that we aim at as large an audience as we can. Why not? You're all welcome.
Amen.
That's the thing. Simple fact.
Hi.
Hello.
Happy Wednesday. And happy holiday season. It's here.
Boy, oh, it's this interesting intersection. It's like you this long build up to like the big
Hi, Brent.
feast day, and you make it through that, and then a week later it's like, oh, well, you're just building towards the next big feast day.
I know.
Whew. I'm telling you, it's a thing. So we made it through a big one. We did the dinner of the family. Hello, they were here last week.
They were here last
remember?
week.
We passed out a few drinks to people, but isn't that great?
Hi, Julie, and hi, Johnny.
Make a drink, you can just pass it along to somebody. That's kind of awesome, I think. And because otherwise we just have to drink them all. Mm-hmm. But we had a great meal the next day.
I felt like I did drink them all, actually.
You had a great inspiration. It's just like, well, we can't see the parade.
Hi,
what are you going to do? You know,
and hi, Lisa.
The Macy's Thanksgiving parade. What are you going to do? Oh, well, you pay for them with the Peacock. You know, which is actually a pretty minor sum.
I paid $4.99 to watch the parade.
So money well spent, and anything else you can get off of Peacock, great. So there you go. That's how it's done these days.
Oh wait, I didn't need to hit that.
Otherwise, I think you'd have to like put up a roof antenna and try to pull it off the digital broadcast. We're a little at the edge of the zone of where this is being broadcast from.
Oh my gosh.
So that would be a real stunt. But if anybody out there is like an antenna expert,
thank you, Julie,
wants to help out, let me know. I've been thinking about putting a roof antenna for a while. So why not? I don't really care about the TV. We're not going to get much.
Well, okay.
I care about the radio, though.
Reasons to not put up a roof antenna. The frequent gale force winds.
You have to put guy wires, like our neighbor had. You remember his? He had like a whole, he had a shortwave antenna on that thing.
And I don't think it worked.
What do you mean you don't think it worked?
I don't think it worked. They had cable.
No, he was doing ham radio.
I know, but...
What do you mean you know, but you needed an antenna for that.
Anyway.
His worked fine.
Oh, thanks, Mom.
Hello. And Mom got a Garita because, hey, we aim to please.
I know. I don't think, I mean, half the time here, it seems like we have gale force winds. We're like under a gale warning.
Pretty breezy out there.
It doesn't
today.
really seem like conducive to a roof antenna.
Not putting up some 50-foot ham antenna. I'm just talking about putting up something to get the TV.
Thank you, Lisa.
It's totally possible to do that. Yes, absolutely.
Hi,
and by
Kelly.
the way, as if this were not obvious, she made these outfits. Just saying. Oh,
I
yeah.
did.
This thing just fits so great. This one just fits the figure like a glove. How nice. And
thanks,
Kelly.
man.
Yep. Yeah, but definitely.
Yay.
And boom. Hey, Peter. Boom, boom,
Yes.
boom.
Okay, good. I think I got everyone. Oh, thank you, Lisa.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Oh, yeah, we get the
Absolutely.
winds. We get the winds like crazy.
And
it just howls. It just sounds like we live in a train tunnel.
You think
that.
You think we were living in the Great Plains or something, massive, long, flat stretches with the way it whips out there. You think we were living on Long Island the way that it whips out there 50 miles an hour.
On the island.
And you're walking around and your face freezes off, that kind of thing. I've been out there in the winter. It gets cold, kind of cold. Air temperature, yeah, cold, but the wind, oh man. But we get it enough. We've been getting enough. I guess we're in a sort of a little pocket where it likes to throw a lot of pretty severe stuff at ya. Getting lucky in the past 2 years sometimes, although we got socked at least once last winter. Probably happen again.
The winds?
No, the snow.
I was going to say, we were under a gale warning last week.
It was pretty windy out there 5 minutes ago when I checked. So.
Oh, yes, we were so in an air pocket.
Yeah, there's a big sort of little depression
here. Thank you,
here.
Kelly.
And we're surrounded by these foothills, so like weather patterns come in and they just kind of hang and say, we're just going to dump it.
They're getting nasty winds.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Mom says, Jerry tried to put up an antenna on a hilltop and instead burned a hole in the car seat. What?
I don't have any idea how those things relate.
What?
So this is an entertaining story around Christmas time. Remember that, please.
I will be interested to hear that one. A cautionary tale. Hi, Bill.
Golden Cali. Boy,
oh boy.
Frost off the Jeep.
Oh my gosh.
How many weeks ago was it that you guys were talking like 110 F out there in Cali in the desert? I mean, wow.
Actually,
it wasn't that long when it was just really, really up there. So, yeah.
It was supposedly warmer today, but the weather was so nasty. I'm like, well, thanks for the no help. Because, I didn't feel like going out in it because it was horrible. But
like, that's a big no-go.
But that's okay because it's going to be nice tomorrow.
Well, was it supposedly warmer today, meaning like we have more temperature
than it's supposed to be like
yesterday?
50s today.
Oh, I didn't feel like it. No.
When I went out this morning, it was 36. But
I mean, we really have to turn the heat down during the night to make sure that we sleep properly. We get up in the morning and it's just like,
wow. She doesn't know how that happened. But it happened, so
it's a bizarre story that
it's just a
no
bizarre
one can
story.
explain. I'm going to pass one of the groups online that I deal with where guys fix old radios and say, anybody have any idea how to do that? And they'd be like, no.
Well, I have a feeling
what the hell happened?
Might have fallen.
I have a feeling these things are not related and bizarre old things happen.
Hi, Gwen. Good to see you.
And if you don't actually ground your antenna properly, then, of course, your house may be subject to lightning strikes that is going to zap your electrical system.
Oh, see, Eric says anything dealing with high voltage is always subject to shocks and burns.
Well, he was putting up an antenna, which is like no voltage.
And Bill says cocktails tonight will be created with cinnamon whiskey. Okay, that sounds Christmassy to me.
Pretty Christmas. You got the old fireball going
Hi, Gettysburg, ma'am.
There you go.
Good to see you.
Hello. I like that. Yep.
All right, we've been live for 7 minutes.
7 whole minutes.
I feel like it's cocktail time.
Martini time, and you're so ready?
It is, It's time for a new one that I've created in my mind. I haven't created it in a glass yet.
That's starting to sound like Christmas vacation.
And
I can see it in my mind, and it's delicious.
It's breathtaking.
Yes.
So, let's open some rye.
Shall we?
I don't have my glasses, so I'm trying. Oh, I see. I got it. I got it. I found there's a little pull strip.
If you need to find the zip strip, I'm glad to assist.
I got it.
Sometimes these things are obscure. Sometimes they are there and they fail anyway.
Is this gonna be a cork? Do I need a
corkscrew?
Corkscrew.
No. This is a bottle of hooch.
Do I need a thing that opens cork? Yeah,
something with better fingernails. I can do that.
I don't want to break my nails.
That's very important. Okay.
It's a Butte Clark, exactly.
Well, there you go.
Thank you.
That actually was kind of easy.
All right.
All things considered.
Let's see, catching up.
Yes.
Oh. Lisa says, you're making me want to make candy cane pins with holly. Aww. Yay.
Candy cane pins with holly.
Eric says, my father was in a CB radio and had a rather high performance antenna.
Sure.
Oh, okay.
Sure. Well, like ham radio, too. You get a very specific kind of antenna. I mean, there's no voltage, it's not like there's 600 volts going through that. That's what I'm trying to say. Not like your high tension lines out there, which have like 20,000 volts. The lines outside your house on the top of the poles, that's 600 volts.
So, okay.
And it goes to a transformer and comes down to house voltage.
He was talking to someone and he said, what the heck kind of antenna are you using? Because you're coming in like KDKA.
Oh, funny. Now, where are you? That might be.
I was going to say, was that
interesting proposition.
Was that good or bad?
Because KDKA, of course, was one of the first broadcasting stations in the nation from Pittsburgh.
Oh, Gettysburg.
Big shout out to Pittsburgh.
I think I've watched National Lampoon's Christmas Vacay 8 times already this season.
Oh yeah.
No shame. I got to watch it again.
No.
Now that I
Watch
have,
again tonight.
I still have finishing touches to put on the house, but I finished the trees.
The trees are
today.
Up. The trees are up and decored. I hung one ornament. Yeah. She did all of this stuff. I had to work today, so I was here, like,
finishing touches.
Keeping the world
next,
safe for or from capitalism. I can't remember which.
All right, so focus.
So
yeah, this is consider. Coax. Oh yeah. Hi, DJ Southpaw. Good to see you.
If you're coming in from the antenna to where you are, you would use a coaxial cable. Why? Because it's shielded. So get less noise. And these days, you want to do that because, like, all these little power supplies that power your phone put up a ton of noise. Totally screws with your AM reception.
I'm calling...
That's a real problem these days.
This future masterpiece, Mrs. Claus.
Mrs. C.
And I'm starting with 2 ounces of rye.
It's a great place to start.
And then...
It's like the Thin Man. Can you pass me a drink over there? What are you drinking?
No, she said, is that my drink? What are you drinking? Rye.
Yes, that's yours.
That's your drink. Okay.
And she gives him a slap.
Okay. A 1/4 ounce chocolate liqueur.
Who do you have for chocolate liqueur?
I'm using Trader Vic's chocolate liqueur. I don't know a lot of chocolate liqueurs, but I'm using Trader Vic's.
There's some really good ones. We made a chocolate liqueur.
I know. I made chocolate liqueur that was really good. All right.
It was really nice.
1/4 ounce.
You just soak the nibs, pretty easy. And nibs are not that hard to find these days.
Chocolate liqueur. I don't want to pour too much. That's plenty. Okay, 1/4 ounce chocolate.
Strictly a 1/4.
And then a 1/4 ounce strawberry liqueur.
Mm-hmm.
Now one of these, okay. I was going to say, the bottles look exactly the same. So cherry over there too.
These little guys are like, you have to check
This is American fruit.
Check the berry on the label, then you know what you're getting. They make an excellent strawberry. They make, of course, a fantastic cherry. And there's a black currant, which is really nice.
Oh, I know.
You want to make a Kir Royale or something. You want to find a bottle of this. This is the kicker.
1/2 ounce fresh lemon juice. Okay, you can go back to the comments and what I'm doing now.
You got this going on.
1/2 ounce fresh lemon juice.
So I got that going on too.
And 5 dashes of B Brothers Black Walnut Bitters.
I love this comment. Mrs. C deserves a drink. She has to deal with Mr. C 364 out of the year. What's that quote that was from, I think, Christmas with the Cranks, where he's seeing, like, Santa Claus off, and he's just like, you don't have to work tonight, do you? And he's like, Santa Claus always works on Christmas Eve. Like, oh, yeah. So...
It's pretty sweet, Peter. It's good.
It's got a very distinct bitter note. Like a lot of creme de cacao is just like, it's sugar. It's just sugar. And you're like, yeah, whatever. The chocolate flavor is a little vague. This one has a very pronounced chocolate flavor. It's really well done.
We're using the Christmas ice bucket because really, there's only a month of the year that we use it.
Ah, okay. Interesting.
Did I?
No.
Oh, hi, Dime.
Chocolate shield. Hey, Dime. Oops. Ha ha.
Okay. Shake with ice. And strain into a cocktail glass.
What kind of cocktail glass would you like?
I feel like I should use a festive
cocktail glass. We have these wonderful things with the gold glitter.
They're little, so
yeah. So you'll have a bonus.
I'll have extra.
You'll have your own sidecar.
And then I'm going to garnish. I got to leave room.
Oh, Charlie's noting a local that really sells that chocolate.
Hi, Chaz.
Brandy. Oh boy.
Okay, get rid of that.
Okay, we can do that. We'll deal with that later. Sounds good.
All right.
Boom.
Do you mind? Thank you.
Cardboard shelves. That's hilarious. Yeah, that's a good idea.
Oh, do you have any? Did you bring fluid? Garnish with a chocolate.
I didn't actually, but I gotta go.
Actually, I said garnish with a chocolate or a strawberry if you have one.
Get a strawberry. Use it. We had strawberries for a second, but we ate them. So it was good. You don't want these things to go off on you. So what do we have here? Something kind of yum, like Mrs. Claus. You shouldn't have.
It is, but you can still taste. Like I used little enough of the liqueur that you can still taste the rye. So good.
Yeah, that's balanced very nicely. Ooh,
nice. Lisa, that's so funny.
It's very true.
Thank you, Dime. I appreciate that.
Pretty awesome. Be right back.
Let's see. Oh, KDK. Okay, Pittsburgh. I knew you were in Pittsburgh. All right, let's catch up over here. A chocolate brandy. That sounds amazing. The bartender had brass jingle bells in the shaker. I love that. That's so much fun.
Hilarious. Okay.
Yeah. Have you sampled the chocolate brandy? I want to hear how that is.
Yeah. Oh, you can do that right now.
Or just
go.
I'll take. Thank you.
There you go. Give it a spritz.
So that won't stay there.
Nope.
So sticky. So sticky.
Oh yeah. Inevitably behind the bar.
Thank you.
You start working the liqueurs. Bang. There you go. Even some.
Eric wants to download
liquors.
the drink.
Yeah.
I'm enjoying it.
Yeah. Can we just like fax it to you or something? I always think that would be great too. We just have the send button. We'd have to have pneumatic tubes leading all across the nation to where you are. We'll just stick it in the thing and go, and you just wait like 10 hours and it'll get to you.
Bill says we still have our Princess House ice bucket purchased in the late 70s.
Oh,
yeah. I love it.
Excellent. Well, we got our fun one.
Okay. Central Standard Distillery. Haven't tried it. I wonder if they ship.
Interesting. You know, I went all the way over there to get this, and I didn't get what I was after.
Oh, I know what you're after.
You do.
I know what you're after. Hi, Stu.
Hey, Stu.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate that. Aw. So, garnish with a chocolate or a strawberry if you have one, or a chocolate strawberry. This chocolate's going to be all boozy when I'm done.
Boozy chocolate.
It's funny. It seems so... Oh, Eric says we need a replicator internet service, right? It seems so quiet in here right now because he's had music playing literally all day. So
I work here, so I get the tunes going.
It seems so quiet right now. You got the nog.
For my hat trick, I'm going to do something really simple. Look, I've actually made an individual sized nog many times on the show. There's also Santa's nog, which I will make. I will make at some point. But today I thought, I'm going to keep it easy. I'm going to keep it direct. First of all, Marty Moose mug.
Marty Moose.
Marty Moose. Marty Moose. Yeah. Second of all, you want to put something in there, so I'm definitely going to be putting in the sort of thing you might put in.
I love that idea, Lisa. You should invent that. Matching drink machine. Then you text me a drink and the machine makes it. See, that's your $1 billion idea.
Connect the machines via mysterious means.
Glendora seemed to enjoy the easy cheese. Oh, I think she did.
Okay, so I've got, about a shot worth of... What in the world is in Marty Moose?
Oh, no.
Little bits of styrofoam.
Oh.
Sorry, he was packed up.
Oh, okay.
Be right back.
I don't want to say what I thought that was, but...
Jeez, yeah.
I did... Okay, yeah. Just filter it out.
Take care of it.
Okay.
You need a rinse.
Did you... What did you do?
Pour them out.
You poured out all that delicious bourbon?
Actually, rum, but no, I poured it back into the shot.
Oh, I thought he dumped all that rum.
No, alcohol.
He has little snowballs in his drink.
No.
Hi, Phil.
Yeah,
Good
really
to see you.
Looked awful. So
yeah, that was hilarious. That was really funny.
Filtered
actually.
out. There we go. Fill with nog. Well, that was easy, you know. Oh, this is brand new too. Here we go. Perfect. Pink. Yeah. So I'm using silk nog, which is almond milk. So if you have dairy issues, there you go. It also contains...
I might have one of those later, actually.
No eggs. How about that? So this is
it's
pretty much vegan.
Yeah.
Pretty much vegan. It's good stuff. We've actually had this silk nog before. Here we go. Hello, hello.
Snowballs in his drink.
Yeah, they were tiny.
It looked like some sort of weird insects from here.
You know, you put stuff out in the tiki room, and it's a little exposed, and yeah, you get things landing in your drink.
Your bourbon is... I keep seeing bourbon. Your rum is floating on top.
There we go. And give it a little bit of the nutmeg. Always get fresh nutmeg. You can buy it ground; it'll probably be pretty potent, but you just want to be able to do that.
Hi, Kathy. Good to see you.
It's like if you wear a bow tie. Wear a bow tie you can tie. At the end of the evening, you pull it out and you're like, oh, geez, I'm really glad to have that off. And all the guys will be like, how the hell did you do that? You tied a bow tie. You should all be able to tie a bow tie.
Are you going to stir it?
Yeah, maybe I should. We have
Here.
a stir stick. I got a stir stick.
I have Christmas swizzles.
Yeah, perfect. Because right now it's like a layer of booze on top of Artie. There we go.
Oh, yeah. Fresh nutmeg is great, right?
Oh, that's awesome. Even the stuff that comes in the container is very potent. It really retains flavor for a long, long time. Nutmeg
Boy,
does.
did.
But fresh ground, man, that's hard to beat.
Oh, Eric, she read your comment, but she didn't hate on you. She's just like, whatever.
No hate.
Whatever. Oh, okay. Dime says, speaking of music, Paul, I want you to send this year's Xmas mix. Yeah, you could just use the email that we already have. So, yeah, okay.
Send that along, and we'll trade off with you because we will have one before long.
Yes.
Marty Moose. I feel like Clark holding this cup right here.
I still have a little bit more left. Oh, it's really full now, though.
Very full. Clinky, drinky.
A little full, a lot of sap.
A lot of sap. I'm not going to slug that down the way Clark does, so that's pretty fast.
Oh, I've seen the Bartesian.
Oh, yes. Yes, we have.
I haven't seen it at work. I've seen it in
pictures,
catalogs and such. But that's hilarious.
It is priced accordingly.
I know it's so expensive, and I'm like, yeah, it's really okay.
And at the end of the day, you're looking at I have to buy
Hi, Jennifer
and stuff, and it's like basically somebody did a Keurig for booze. And I was like, okay, I understand how these things go. And it's a real hamburger schlemmer kind of thing, sharper image. We just use a shaker around here. They work perfectly fine, and so can you.
Well, I feel like the Bartesian, I don't want to drop this.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, can I take a sip?
Yep, go ahead.
I never know which
ear?
Which antler to.
Yeah, well, you choose both for balance.
So good.
Num. Good to line the stomach after all.
What was I about to say?
Something about the Bartesian.
Oh, the Bartesian, yeah. I feel like that's the kind of thing you could hot rod. And that would be really funny.
Like if you take an actual unit, or you mean make one yourself?
No, if you took one and then did something to kind of hot rod it.
Oh yeah,
I
feel
really
like
funny,
that too.
You
because it's just a delivery system.
But my idea, I think I've talked about this before. My idea, which when I have money to spend on an idea like this, is to have a pneumatic system all throughout the house that starts at the bar. So you have a pneumatic tube that's a cocktail shaker. You put all the stuff and your ice in it, and you just send it wherever it wants to go.
So at 5:30 when I knock off, frequently I'm at this position because this is my standing
Jennifer,
desk.
the Bartesian it's an automated cocktail.
Automated bartender.
Yeah, it's like a Keurig for cocktails.
Yeah, for booze. So AI blender, yeah, more or less. It's all it does.
Gettysburg Ma'am says, I think in honor of Cousin Eddie, you should wear a white see-through sweater with a black dickie under it. Oh, that's a good costume.
Clark, actually. If you don't mind, I'd like to give you something real nice.
That's a good idea for a costume.
Oh, Eddie.
Yeah, the Bartesian. Like I said, I've only seen it in catalogs, but I just keep thinking there's got to be something you could do to it to make it kind of cool.
I think that you definitely make the thing hum just the way that any hot rod does.
Like, what can you do to it?
Surprised to see us, Clark? If I woke up tomorrow morning with my head sewn to the carpet, I wouldn't be more surprised. What could you do to it? You could load it up with different boozes.
The white shoes. Hi, Marty.
And do some fun things,
Ballet Kaliki Maka to you too.
Mekalagai, Megahainio. Big fun.
Oh, Tiki drink delivery drones. That's a good idea, actually.
Oh, there's a fun one. Yeah. because the drones are ready to go and they can certainly support a cocktail. You know, maybe not a whole liter, but
yeah, I love that.
one drink anyway. Sure.
Drink drones.
Drink drones.
But I like my pneumatic cocktail system idea too.
Oh, I love that. We just love the pneumatic delivery systems in general. Didn't we see one of those like house redos once where they built one of those in that pretty much would deliver a beer kind of
yes,
thing?
But it was a beer, and I thought, wouldn't that get kind of shaken up in the pneumatic system?
Yeah. So a cocktail would be perfect.
Exactly.
You just put it together. You don't even bother shaking because it's going to get agitated along the way. Along the way, agite bien.
Oh, Gettysburg, ma'am. Yeah, please share the pictures. I want to see that. Oh, Jennifer says that the Bartesian is on sale at Walmart for only $200. So for those of you who were thinking of hot rodding a Bartesian, it's on sale.
Wow, that's basically less than half the price I thought it was. So either that's
Eric likes the idea too.
Really jacked way down, or that's about what they were the whole time. Okay, got it.
I seem to recall them being like $300 anyway.
Okay, all right. So maybe
a lot of money for something I could easily do myself. But,
as we do it every week, because hey, it's.
But if you could make it do something entertaining besides make drinks, like
minor amount of labor.
If you could make it play music, or
yeah.
I know. For those of you who are into the Thin Man, you could make. He says in the Thin Man, it's like a Bronx you shake to foxtrot time. You shake to foxtrot time. A dry martini you always shake to waltz time. I forget what the second drink was, but anyway, Manhattan. Yes, in Manhattan you shake to two-step time.
Two-step.
Dry martini you always shake to waltz time. So if you got your Bartesian, like if you pressed martini, if it played a waltz. And it like shook it to waltz time.
And it shook it to waltz time.
And if you put your Manhattan, it shook it to two-step time. Etc. Oh, okay. Jennifer shared it. She's doing the research. All right. Hi, Amy. Thank you, Jennifer. Okay. It's $70 less than Bartesian.com, but that's the low end model. Oh, that's okay. We're going to hot rod it anyway.
Yes, think about it.
Did you add more booze too? Oh, you must have.
I'm refilled.
They
go
faster.
faster.
I get it. No,
it's also a little lighter than your standard eggnog because it contains neither egg nor nog. So you can have a few of these. And it's almond milk, which we use. I like almond milk. And it's got some thickeners to make all that stuff happen. Got to get all this stuff mixed up inside the nose. That's the important thing here with Marty, after all. Marty Moussettes. So let's see, and back to spicy. Here we go. Nutmeg there. A few of these are actually working. So the weird thing about nutmeg is that it lasts basically forever.
I love these ideas.
As whole nutmeg.
I ate my chocolate garnish, but since I had it in the drink, it got kind of hard.
Tough little thing.
No, it's delicious though. Dime, I think you're correct. Sounds like an idea for the FOM Labs.
Hello.
I think we know some FOM members who could probably take that on.
The organization happens to have a few engineers who
oh my gosh,
might be able to handle
Jennifer
it.
says the professional model is $450. That's what I'm talking about. That's a lot. It's like that's a lot of money for something you could do yourself.
Get the defibrillator. Oh boy.
I know.
That's what I was thinking of. I guess when I've seen them, they've been advertising the like top of the line, and it's $500. And of course, there's all these little drink pods that come with it. You have to keep buying those. It's like a Keurig, The machine itself may be fairly economically priced, but then you have to keep buying the stuff that goes in it.
See, I feel okay, you need to hook it up to hoses. You can like have a hose to your gin, a hose to your bourbon, whatever.
Or you can just do it like a professional bar does, and you get the speed gun. And the gun has seltzer,
Amy.
cola,
Okay, we're talking about the
ginger.
Bartesian, the cocktail making machine that you can buy.
Undoubtedly, you have seen this.
Yeah, it's hilarious because it's a lot of money for something that you could just do for pennies on the dollar.
Back in the day, we would go to your average thrift store and find a lot of those shakers, the glass part with the recipes on it. You can find the metal part pretty easily. You can even find the spring that goes in it. These days, you can find all of those parts very inexpensively online. It's not a big deal.
Yeah, you do need to buy the pods, exactly.
You can find a whole set of pretty cool-looking tools at Target, Walmart. Any big box store is going to carry this stuff. And if you say to yourself, like, why would I go to that effort? I would just go to, Amazon, etc. Yeah, I mean, you can find 100,000 shakers up there. Your drink? Oh, from there it's gone. Yeah, you refilled.
All right. I know I refilled, but I thought
refilled, and that's that, honey.
I thought there was a little more beyond the refill.
Nope. So, but next.
Getting drinks from print cartridges. Oh my God. Like a 3D printer.
It prints it line by line until you have the perfect Manhattan.
A beer can hat or a margarita wig. Like the margarita wig idea.
With all of the labels from the tequila bottles. Oh, that's hilarious. That's pretty fun.
Yeah, Jennifer says, you could hire an actual professional for less or to mix along with you guys on Wednesdays. Exactly.
And anybody who's ever interested.
Exactly.
We put the information right up here. We tell you what's happening as you go. You can always drop us a line. What was in that? And we'll tell you again. If you have the ingredients on hand, go to town and mix. Sometimes we just feel like, I'm going to make a Manhattan. That's 2 ingredients.
Now, see, if we had 1 million followers, the Bartesian people would catch wind of this and send us a Bartesian. But we don't, so they won't.
Have a lot of fun with that.
We don't, so they won't. But that would be hilarious. Or you can go to a classy bar. Exactly, Marty.
Boom. For that kind of price.
Yeah, Chas says, if you have a central vacuum cleaner system, why not a central cocktail dispenser system? Exactly.
The question is asked. You asked the question. Charlie asked the question. Hello. I can't tell you. I'm at a loss. Why couldn't you do that? I don't know. Probably you could. So clearly enough, you could have like tubing going from one end of the building to the other to dispense such things.
I think so.
And if it were doing, say, clear drinks, martinis, Manhattans, and whatnot, your major issue is like occasional sugar buildup, but it's not like you're sending anything down the line that isn't eddy proof. Well, it's almost a self-cleaning system.
But like for a pneumatic tube. Is that what we're talking about?
No, I'm talking about having actual lines that you could actually have a tap where you are. And
I was going to say, if it was a pneumatic tube, your pneumatic container would be the cocktail shaker.
Yeah.
But
clearly you would just need something that would lock it in, sort of like a locking travel mug. And then put it inside the little that cylinder that fits inside the pneumatic that has like a couple of like rubber seals on either end of it. And you just send it along, whoosh, and away it goes.
I like the idea of hot rodding a Bartesian. I think if someone wants to do that, I will be fascinated to see.
Yeah. You want to do that? Document such things?
Yes.
You want us to participate? We're glad to.
Oh my gosh.
Glad to do something with that.
I will come to your house and use it.
Let's see what's going on with that.
I'm excited to do that.
That's hilarious. Definitely. So yeah, you could do, there's a lot of options here. And the simple fact is, look, what is one of the major purposes of this show, right here on our stage, is that we demystify some of these things. People will talk about the perfect this, the perfect that, the perfect Manhattan, the perfect martini. Either of these is a 2-ingredient drink. So if you get a bad one, I think, what the hell did you do? How did you go wrong? It's got 2 things in it. You had 1 job. How the hell did that happen? If I want to talk about, I want a Don Beach, fog cutter. I want a Don Beach zombie. Okay, that's got 10 things in it. And there's specific proportions, and it's almost idiotic, the number of things he puts in the drinks. I think sometimes he was just showing off. And if you get it wrong, it's a
Marty,
drink,
go
blah,
for
blah,
it.
blah.
Go for it.
But,
yeah, Marty's asking if you can plug a certain vintage holiday bazaar coming up at a classy local establishment. Go for it.
Drop it here.
Oh, and thank you for reminding us.
Drop it right here. And by the way,
it's time to promote our record.
It is martini time.
Speaking of promoting things.
For self-promotion.
Yes.
So, yeah, it is that time of year.
If you're craving holiday tunes, it's our record. are 45.
It's
4 years old
that
this year.
time of year, but not that song.
A single from Paula and me. It's Martini Time.
And the flip side.
Music written by our friend Dan.
Hello.
And
on the flip side,
we have a box of wine for Christmas.
Cousin G.
Glendora.
I love her. This was a fun production. Remains a fun
Jess
production.
says Black Market Bartesian caps.
Man.
If you don't have a record player, no worries. It comes with a download code.
Yep.
And it's on
I think we took the code out of this one.
pink vinyl.
Yep. Pink. You gotta love that. You know, I
feel like it's super bright on the video, so you can't see just how bright pink this is. Yeah, it looks all pale and washed out on the video, but it's brilliantly
definitely bright pink.
Brilliantly pink.
And you can see that the label is like a corresponding shade of green.
I got a lot of help from Jack Daniels. We say that all the time, Lisa.
Dad, our Christmas is always such a mess. How do we get through it? Oh, I know.
I had a lot of help from Jack Daniels.
There you go. But yeah, this was a fun production. This is a heavy cardboard sleeve. This isn't some flimsy thing. Full color printing. We had to go with that. Color vinyl, yeah, had to do it. We paid extra to have them clean the molds so that this would be really nice color and no streaks or anything. If you don't clean the mold, sometimes you get residual color from the last thing that was in there. You know, you make a single, there's all these steps along the way. Wow, it's incredible. Back in the day, you would just do it because that's all you had.
Oh, hi, Dan. Dan's here. Dan recommends it. Well, Dan is on it.
Dan is on it. And Dan is credited on it.
He's in it. All right.
He's in it.
So I'm going to drop the link.
His name's on the record.
I'm going to drop the link right now. And then Marty's going to drop the link too.
Yep.
It is Barbie pink.
It is.
Yes, it looks so pale on the video.
Absolutely.
Because this ring light is
it's like when we did the Barbie
bright
room.
as the sun.
When we did the Barbie crawl room, we had some Barbie pink going on. But this one is Barbie pink, Pepto pink. This was a really great project to do, and we actually had the idea to do this, I believe in September, and we delivered it in December. Wow, was that a short lead time. You can't do that these days, fellas.
No, you can't.
Those days are really gone.
I'm dropping the link.
Because suddenly everybody's making a freaking record.
And Marty, for the Holiday Bazaar, if you're watching on YouTube, drop it on YouTube too. And if you're not, I'll drop it on YouTube.
Yeah.
But
anyway, so you can follow the link and find the record. It is $14, gets it to your door.
Oh no, this one is not postpaid. It says it's $10 plus media mail. So
okay, well I'm just okay. So it's not, but the price is going to be $14. Gets it to your door.
Oh, okay, Amy, I'm reading your comment.
Yeah.
Okay, wait, Amy says, during the pandemic, one of the few people I actually saw in person invited me over because her office had a team building cocktail making class over Zoom. That's fun.
Wait for it. It was
how to make a gin and tonic. Yeah.
Our job is far from over.
Night, Jennifer.
Night. And you know, our job is far from over.
Marty shared it. Okay,
many things to say about many things. Well, we actually did a seminar last year for a company. One of our friends,
hi, Carradine,
frequently drops in on these broadcasts. Actually, his company was doing like a thing with one of their groups at work, and they had a budget, and they hired us to give a talk, and we actually delivered cocktail kits. So people were able to mix along, and people had questions.
That was so much fun.
It was a great time, and people had questions like, why am I not able to get a good sidecar at in Boston? And I was thinking to myself, well, because most places don't know how to make a sidecar.
Well, no, but we asked our Boston friends, and they were able to set her up.
Yeah, a couple of correspondents were like, "We'll try this place," and I'm like, "Good," because I don't know Boston bars that well.
Your mother waxes her upper lip. She has for years. Doesn't show.
Just quoting this thing like Rocky Horror,
As Stephen writes, I bought some powdered water, but I didn't know what to add.
Yes. Oh,
okay, perfect. Marty, I'm going to go share it. I copied your text, and I'm going to go share it over on YouTube.
YouTube's people.
All right.
There we go. Boom.
Okay. Jet Set Tiki Bar in Newburgh.
Newburgh. Riverfront.
I shared the link to our
We
record.
were at,
I said hi to Carradine. I'm glad I didn't want to miss that. Okay.
we were
Right.
actually, with our correspondents, at the Jet Set Tiki Bar within the past week. We were there Friday. And
Oh my gosh,
this
so much
is a
fun.
cool location. This is a lot of fun.
So much fun.
And they had great drinks and food. The food is very filling. You like it if you're thinking, I want more than poo-poos. Although they got a couple of burgers on the menu that will definitely set you up.
Yep.
And the menu was great. You know, we didn't even go off menu, but I bet if you said to the guy, yeah, well, I'm looking for something like this, he could probably.
Well, I wanted to try the stuff on their menu.
We tried the on-menu stuff.
No.
But they have like a pretty good footprint and a
Marty
great exterior bar. I think in the summer, this is going to be really hot stuff. So.
Oh, yeah, because they've got a beautiful waterfront location.
They're right there on
they
the
have
Hudson.
a bar. You can see the bar out on the waterfront. It was way too cold for that when we were there. But in the summer, it's going to be beautiful.
When the weather is high.
Beautiful.
You'll be there just facing Beacon across the river. It's just marvelous.
It'll be beautiful.
Rather wide part of the Hudson, as a matter of fact.
Karen says, anyone else waiting all day for UPS packages to show up? I know.
Oh,
hi, it's all Jan. Good to see you. Aw, join us with a glass of Chardonnay. Nice.
You know, sometimes
Karen's having a brandy and Coke. It's what's on hand. See?
It's what's on hand.
See?
You know, it's what you can do.
Exactly.
Here's the thing. I actually remember talking to some reps from a liquor company once, and the guy had a very good point about that very subject about mixing drinks in seminars. He said, you know, did a survey at one point of like the most requested drink formula on the internet. And this was going back about like 5 or 6 years. And he said, you know what the number one thing people were looking to make on the internet was gin and tonic. Back to the gin and tonic. And I thought about it. I'm like, well, why the hell would you not know how to make that? Well, here's the thing. Okay. If you have no idea how much gin, how much tonic, that's a very good question. You get that proportion wrong, it's pretty bad.
Oh, Carradine, it's a Marty Moose mug from vacation/Christmas vacation.
Yeah, all of the vacations.
We need another one.
Yes, we only have one.
We only bought one because that was hella expensive when we bought it, but maybe they've come down in price.
I have to see what's what. Might be some good knockoffs. Well, I should probably knock off, speaking of which, on the nog, because it's very filling and it's doing its job. Very happy. So I'm going to
keep the nog handy.
I'm going to get Marty out of harm's way because, you know, things go chippy around here sometimes.
Oh, no. I know. Oh, my gosh. We bought one of the leg lamp glasses that you could order, and it comes packed within an inch of its life in styrofoam and everything. And that thing, the glass is so thin. I'm scared to use it.
Yeah, kind of paranoid.
Oh, they're talking about shopping. Okay, here we go. Oh, yeah, from Christmas Vacation. Yep. I like to think that they bought them when they went to Wally World in Vacation. Anyway. Okay. All right, you guys are just having a conversation. Waiting for packages to show up. I'm waiting for a check, and it's making me mad. I got a drink in me, so I can say it. I'm waiting for a check. And I really want it to show up soon.
So you're saying that accounts receivable is fits?
I want to be receiving that account.
Yeah. I'm just telling you.
Okay, Kitty's mentioned there's so many funny moments in National Lampoons. But some of the funniest are when Chevy says nothing, just talks with his expressions. So when he tries to put Uncle Lewis's toupee back on, yes, yes. Yeah. Or when Cousin Eddie tries to kiss Ellen, yeah, she's just like, oh.
You know.
Those are a lot of really good actors in those films.
It's a great ensemble.
Peter's enjoying Côtes du Rhône.
Côtes du Rhône.
Nice.
Yep. That's an excellent idea. Excellent idea. We got some, what did we get? Some
fragile. We say that all the time, too. I never say fragile. Just fragile.
Fragile. We got some nice Pinot Grigio ourselves recently. No, Pinot Noir. Pinot Noir.
It's all Jan says I'm famous for breaking glasses.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I anything that has sentimental value, I put behind glass in a cabinet. people come to our house and like our parties and stuff and break glasses. I'm like, you know what? I got it at the dollar store.
That's what the dollar store is for.
Because that's what the dollar store is for.
There are two major sources for glassware, and one of these is recommended by actually a very noted mixologist out there. Don't mind if I do. And
thrift stores and dollar stores.
The thrift store, a well-stocked thrift store, is going to have all kinds of glassware. Some of it is kind of vintage and kind of nice, and it's all like 99 cents a piece. So you can really stock up on things that will hold a martini really well. There's a lot of like dessert sort of glasses which make great coupes, and they're all cheap. And it's just like, if the thing breaks, I got it at the dollar store, or I got it at the thrift store. Boom.
Katie's breaking me up, so when something goes wrong around here, I always go, sons of bitches, bumpuses. We do that too. We do that too.
You can find the original, the story behind that section is in, I believe, Playboy in 1969. I think they published a Gene Shepard story that was one of the foundation stories of the whole thing. But if you want to see more of the stories behind that, find a book called In God We Trust, All Others Pay Cash by Gene Shepard. A lot of like reminiscences and sort of like fabricated stories about his childhood. It's right over there. Hang it.
I can get my little eggnog before I move on to round 2.
Okay, we'll get the eggnog. We'll get, in fact, I'd already moved on. The nutmeg.
Yes.
Nutmeg. Yeah, nutmeg. So.
And my nutmeg.
Different special.
Oh, I want to see the new Christmas Story movie. Yes.
Okay.
I want to. Okay, wait. Oh, Lisa says, my sister Colleen seems to think the stem of a wine glass folds. Oh, no. Oh.
Stem of a wine glass?
The stem of a wine glass.
What about it?
Folds.
Oh.
Yeah, no. But we always say, like, we always get these cheap glasses in case anyone ever breaks a glass. And the only people that ever break glasses at our parties are Paul and me.
Done it.
Everyone else is so good.
I remember breaking a glass at a party and I put a Band-Aid on, and then I was washing a glass and I broke another glass and cut myself on the same cut. I thought, what the hell is my problem?
Just tisk.
Working quickly, that's all it is.
All right.
So, there you go.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right. Let's do this.
Mind if I do?
I got envious of your nutmeg.
Oh, yeah.
Of your
nutmeg.
All right, does anyone else know what we're
don't
singing?
Make me big. Yeah. That would be
John Legend.
Yes.
A Cold Air of Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Big fun.
It smells so good.
Oh, it's fantastic.
All right.
The aroma is just fantastic. Nutmeg is extremely potent, of course. Just a little will do.
All right.
And if you are ever thinking about all of the things that we infuse around here, and all different liqueurs and stuff, could you make nutmeg liqueur? Yeah, well, you'd have to be careful because
a telescoping stem is actually a really good idea.
Oh, good. Yeah, like.
Okay, Dime says they paid homage to All Others Pay Cash in the new Christmas Story movie. Okay, we got to see it.
Okay, great.
We'll take a day. We'll do it.
Broken Islands, Japan.
Oh.
Sames. Oh, wow.
Oh, my gosh. Wow.
Well, I like to repair things. I do not repair glass because, hey, that's kind of toast. But I really appreciate the folks that will do that. I will repair, like, your radios and, furniture, things like that. It's like, if all you need to do is shore it up, there you go. If all you need to do is replace some parts, it will live again. That's the thing. A lot of things that our society likes to throw away, I think that's repairable. Why wouldn't you do that? And like my folks grew up during a fantastic financial crisis. We have lived through another or two. And you fixed things. So I believe in it.
Oh, Gettysburg Ma'am says it's a beautiful tribute to Darren McGavin. All right.
Oh.
I'm there.
Well,
I'm there.
The old man.
I'm there.
Mr. Parker. Hey, Parker. What's out your window?
Oh my gosh.
What's that
so
thing?
Jan says my hubs makes me warm milk with nutmeg when I can't sleep. Oh, I love that. Wow. That's so sweet.
It does the job? That's awesome. That's great. I find that I frequently find myself awake at very early hours, and sometimes I will do a little non-caffeinated tea, some kind of herbal thing or other. I think just like a cup of hot stuff starts to calm me down, and it eventually does the job. But I'm usually awake for a while.
Carradine says my friend owns a movie theater, and they can't get the new Christmas Story movie. It's a shame. I think it's only on the coast. That's terrible.
They should be able to.
That's terrible.
They should be able to work something. Dang it! You want to do it.
Says I'm now patented, I guess, for my code drink machine on here. You're all my witnesses.
Witness that.
Exactly. We'll go to court for you.
Art Deco single screening in the family for generations.
Oh,
that's so cool.
We have a great local theater like that.
We have a fantastic theater that was constructed in 1930. And apparently it was never a vaudeville house. It was only ever a talkies house. It was constructed as a place where you could have you could actually have talkies going, although they did install a theater organ. Now, at that period of time, you would have had a lot of stuff that needed theater organ accompaniment, and had that for years. And eventually, things went by the wayside, and then the organ was sold off, and it went somewhere else, blah, blah, blah.
Oh, Marty, we love Kolchak, too.
Oh, Kolchak.
Yeah.
But
Gary McGavin.
Before the thing went completely to pot, the city really took it over and got, the business district improvement foundation there to fund this. And what do you know? The same organ went up for sale because another theater was being demolished. So they've reacquired their theater organ. I think they've added a few ranks, and you can see silent movies there with that, which is very cool. They do good shows. I personally think they could use a better sound system right now, and I know the guy to do it.
I know Carradine is saying hard to get movies to run these days because they all go streaming at the same time. I know, right?
It's like you got to do something like our local will do rep. They do horror movies on Halloween. We just saw what was it? Abbott and Costello meet Frankenstein.
That was
a lot of fun.
That was a lot of fun.
And they've got a real popcorn popper and everything. It's like, it's a real experience to be able to do.
And they're right across the street from a local brewery. So after the movie,
when you're done, you repair for a round. That's kind of awesome.
Yeah, it was great.
It's really cool that those things can happen. I support such things.
Oh, okay.
We can do great stuff with that.
Oh, I'll call it the fix machine. I love it. Okay. You're patented, as far as I'm concerned.
All right. What movie?
Oh, okay. Eric says, for those of you on Facebook who can't see this, Eric says, here's a poll. Which movie must be seen on a big screen at least once? I have mine, but I will listen to everyone else first.
Yep.
Oh, no. Amy says our local movie theater just closed down. Oh.
Bowie.
Oh, Julie said, it made me think so much of my good old dad who passed away a few years ago in November. Oh.
No. Well, seeing some good reactions. I guess love
Marty, the Paramount. We're fortunate to have it.
Earlier this year, we saw at the Paramount with Marty and the Association played. Yeah, those guys. Wow, I think it was...
Carradine, good one. Carradine said Lawrence of Arabia. Good. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's... I've only ever seen that on a big screen, actually.
Yeah, saw that around 1989 in a revival in Boston. And they had the big speaker stacks out there for big, huge, 70 millimeter sound.
Hi, Dean.
Yeah, that was impressive. Because that's an epic. It's a big widescreen thing. Worth doing.
Oh my gosh, two of you said Lawrence of Arabia at the same time. Yes, that's the only way I've ever seen it.
Mm-hmm. Great score. A little moist jar for you. Yeah, fantastic stuff.
Thank you.
I remember all of those really widescreen epics are worth seeing in a big theater. I remember seeing El Cid in a big theater like that.
Oh, Blade Runner. Good one.
Oh, Blade Runner's an excellent choice. I've seen Blade Runner in the movie theater twice. There was the revived version of it.
Oh, no.
And I remember seeing it in its original release as well. But there was also, what did I see widescreen? Spartacus.
Casablanca.
Big and sprawling. And you really need that in a really widescreen.
Fantastic Planet. Oh, wow. Okay, but Casablanca too. Good one. Yep. Do you have one?
I was thinking that around this time of year, if you're going to see It's a Wonderful Life, movie theater would be a great thing to do.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm thinking, what do you need to see in a theater? You need to see widescreen because your TV can't do all of that. And what I'm specifically thinking is Cinerama. If you can see a Cinerama picture, you need to see it on a huge screen. Massive sound system.
I've got 2.
That's what it's all about.
I've got 2.
Anything Cinerama. It was like Mad World, How the West Was Won. This is Cinerama. How about later releases in Cinerama, like 2001: A Space Odyssey?
Oh, Titanic. Okay, yeah, for a more recent one.
You got to see that in a huge screen. Otherwise, it doesn't even make sense.
Oh my gosh. Okay, Karen says you'll like this. Karen says I got to meet Peter O'Toole and Omar Sharif at the funeral of David Lane. Oh, I love that.
Oh, cool.
Oh my gosh, one of my absolute favorite movies is My Favorite Year. Oh. So. Fantastic. Peter O'Toole can do no wrong in my book because I love that movie so much. Just sort of sells it, in a way. Metropolis. Oh yes, absolutely. Yes, Eric, that was Peter over on Facebook.
Bingo.
Oh, 2001. Yep. Yeah. Hi, Errol. Good to see you.
Used to see that on TV all the time as a kid, and it's just like it's this big, and it's like, what the hell's going on? Yeah, well, you're missing all of this.
Oh, okay. Wait.
It's like this really. Pardon me. It's widescreen. It's widescreen, you know? Widescreen was a way to beat what was happening in the 50s, which was a lot of other entertainment.
Marty's saying any Sean Connery 007 films.
Oh, yeah, that's cool.
I will share mine, but I want to hear yours first.
Well, we actually did, in fact, see a Sean Connery. We saw Goldfinger at the Paramount. As a revival. Yep. That was really cool. It's a great picture to see on that. It is... like, that's like the one Bond score that I keep going back to. The entire score is so good. And I remember seeing somebody commenting about that, saying, you have no idea the impact that music had in the theater at the time. Like, you're watching this, and it was just like, pow, pow, pow. Yeah, it's really dynamic.
Oh, Errol, just got off my frustrating job.
Oh, man.
The Man with the Golden Gun.
Oh, cool.
These are all good ones.
Hey, Bond, baby. We grew up with Sean Connery. Roger Moore Bond. Yeah, he was all over the screen when we were younger.
That sounds wrong. Roger Moore was all over the screen.
He was all over the screen, you know. No, but I'm thinking of Live and Let Die, which is sort of the blaxploitation Bond.
Live and Let Die.
Kind of fun. Spy Who Loved Me.
Star Wars.
Spy Who Loved Me, which has like easily the greatest opening sequence in a Bond picture. That is crazy good. Yeah.
Midway 1942.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my favorite year. Yes.
Rooftop.
The Rooftops was just, I quote that all the time. It's like, of course he's an actor. Of course he's beneath us. He's an actor.
But he's beneath us.
Alan Swan. He's beneath us. Of course he's beneath us. He's an actor.
I believe Midway was the first picture that was actually utilizing Sense-Around.
Oh, Marty says for Christmas, March of the Wooden Soldiers.
Oh, with Laurel and Hardy. Yeah, that's a classic right there. But definitely.
Karen says my spouse says Raiders of the Lost Ark. Okay, we got Dune.
Saw that in the theater, yes.
Yep. Okay, so many good ones.
The original Dune. The original Dune got really bad press at the time, and the director completely disowned it. He didn't even have his name on the picture. But you know what it is. I mean, it's just... They tried to make this epic sci-fi thing into one movie. It should have just been a damn series, you know? Today, you do things like Lord of the Rings, and you do it as like 10 movies. So you can just spread it out. Ahead. So you can get that going on.
Oh, yeah, yes. No, I heard that too about Christine McVie. Yes. You were telling me. Yeah, yes. That's sad.
Yeah, jeez. Yeah. I had a friend who was talking
How to Marry a Millionaire.
Who was talking about the fact that he could play her not only in the group you know, but also in a group called Chicken Shack. She was in this blues group even before Fleetwood Mac, which is amazing. She had a long career playing the blues. That's pretty incredible. I think she had a really good time, and as a matter of fact, we just sold something.
We sold a Fleetwood Mac record.
We sold a Fleetwood Mac record, the big one. We sold Rumors, and it didn't go for like $2. You know, it actually went for some real money.
Yeah, who knew that money
People are remembering those folks very well, so I can get real credit that.
Any money?
I thought, well, everybody's got one, don't they? And apparently not
Oh, How to Marry. Yes.
So, you know what? We made somebody really happy.
I have, okay. I'm not even going to search. Oh, It's a Wonderful Life, and seeing things, seeing the skull and other weird things on Mr. Potter's desk. I've never seen It's Wonderful Life on the big screen. Have I? No, I don't think I have.
I don't think
Not
you
with,
have.
yeah, no.
We've seen it a number of times.
I know. Well, we've already watched it once this year. But
and
I
did notice
totally,
that.
Totally.
And it's a real telling thing that, like, you know, who was behind that skull on Potter's
Carradine
desk?
says, I was playing Fleetwood Mac all day. And Eric says, man. Losing too many Irene Cara. Irene Cara hit me. Yeah, that hit me hard.
Considerably younger than that. And then you think, wow. Yeah, that's something.
Well, Gettysburg, ma'am, that was one of mine. White Christmas.
White Christmas. We have a friend who actually lives in Columbus, Ohio. No, Columbus, Indiana.
Yes.
As a matter of fact, in the old homestead. And he moved back there to operate his local, like, old school movie theater. And the very first thing that they showed when he was programming was White Christmas.
That's my Christmas one. That's my big screen Christmas one.
That you just want to get
White
the
Christmas.
Big thing of popcorn and a Coke and to go along with that. That's just awesome.
No.
Unfortunately, that didn't end up working out for him, but he had a great idea. You know, I would hire him in a minute to program a theater because he would know what to do. And I think it's really not difficult to put together a great package.
Oh my gosh, James says they just remodeled the theater in my town. It was closed for 20 years. I'm so glad they remodeled it.
Glad to hear that.
That's wonderful.
Glad to hear that sort of thing.
Oh yeah, White Christmas. Yeah. That would be my Christmas one. I'm still waiting to hear from you.
A lot of, who, me?
Yeah.
Oh, I actually already mentioned.
Your big screen.
I was mentioning things that you need to see on a big screen because it really doesn't work on your little TV over there. And things like 2001: A Space Odyssey. And I did get some agreement on that. That's a really huge picture, like wide picture. Big 70mm Cinerama.
Oh, Gettysburg Ma'am says, I will say huge surround Polar Express is amazing on the big screen if you have kiddos.
Oh, wow.
All right.
Cool.
Oh.
Pictures, yes. I would really appreciate
that. Oh, yeah, I would love to see that.
Love to see that. Yeah. That's great stuff. I really like when like a small town will keep up that tradition.
My other one, because I have seen it on the big screen, is Singing in the Rain.
Which I have not. Seen it plenty of times, but only on the small. And I tell you, that is designed to be a pretty epic kind of presentation. And I think that these days, if you get on video, they've even managed to come up with a stereo soundtrack on that. I think that was recorded multi-channel at the time, which is very cool. But it's early 50s. There was such a thing. That's where you found stereo sound, was in the movies. So when it was Cinerama did it, and then CinemaScope comes in and does it a little easier. And suddenly everything released in CinemaScope had a stereo soundtrack.
So I'm making...
It's all part of the big widescreen. You had to do it.
For my next trick, I'll be making a drink called Liquid Merriment.
Oh.
Let's see. Let's find out.
Let's see how merry it could be.
2 ounces Reposado tequila. And then I'm going to go for the sour cherry cordial. A half ounce.
Mm-hmm.
If I get the cork out.
If I can look at the cork out.
Okay. Well, half ounce.
Who put that cork in the last time? Oh.
Oh, it must have been you.
Couldn't have been me, she says.
Half ounce. Sour cherry cordial. A 1/4 ounce of the chocolate
liqueur. Again, using the Trader Vic's. Excellent brand. A lot of your liquor stores will carry this, and if they don't, you could ask. You might well be able to get your liquor store to carry this. If they can certainly order in a few bottles, and you can pick up a bottle or so. It's really nice. If you're going to be doing like these festive types of drinks around the holiday, if you're like, gee, I just like a chocolate martini. Yeah, well, a martini does not contain chocolate, but a chocolate cocktail you could certainly do.
Half ounce fresh lemon juice. Okay, and a dash of
the Fee Brothers
toasted almond bitters.
Ooh, that's fun.
So you can go back to the comments, please.
Let's go do that. Okay, shake with ice.
Oh, Wizard of Oz, yes.
Wizard.
Yes, I've only ever seen Wizard of Oz on the big screen too.
Good morning. Good morning.
Oh,
God.
yeah.
Got agreement from Amy about 2001. It's like it's a big nothing on a small screen, and you don't understand what's going on, and then you see it like this huge thing. You're like, no, wait a minute. No, hold on, wait a minute. Now you're suddenly seeing things. Wizard of Oz we saw.
We did see that on the big screen.
In a theater. Some years back. It was at least 5 or 6 years ago, I guess.
Time ago, yeah.
But it was a revival showing. It was a nice restored print. It looked just brilliant. But as long as those negatives stay in good shape, you're fine, because that's 3-stretch Technicolor. You will never lose the color because it's not actually stored in color on the negative.
Oh, Amy says Trader Vic's liquor makes a great holiday gift.
Just
Take
saying.
it from Amy.
Just saying.
It's a good gift.
Boom. Ben-Hur. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, Ben-Hur.
That's a widescreen kind of Panavision thing. Sisters. The Abyss.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Planet of the Apes. Yeah, that's a good one, too.
Akira Kurosawa, Ron. Oh, I remember seeing that in the theater. It is pretty epic. And I would say, like, anything Kurosawa from the 50s, any of, like, the really formative samurai pictures are actually really cool to see in a theater, because you might get a really clean print and it's like the detail. And it's like seeing...
actually, don't
do that.
Don't take that.
It's like seeing a Fellini picture from that period. We're all used to seeing some pretty terrible prints of Fellini pictures. Then you see like a really clean print of, say, Knights of Cabiria, and it's like, wow, the detail in this is so good.
Oh, yeah.
It's just a beautiful picture.
And the colors.
And once he starts making color pictures, it's just crazy, because he had a background in the circus. So he's got like this real entertainment showman thing.
Garnish with a cherry.
Ding! Awesome.
I feel like holiday drinks, you have to garnish.
Koyaanisqatsi, I was just thinking about the other day. That's a real epic sort of ecological picture.
I love that you were just
Godfrey
thinking of
Reggio?
that.
Yeah, I was thinking about the music to that, as a matter of fact.
Do we have a soundtrack?
We do not.
Why did I think we did?
We do not own that. It's
Anyway.
definitely out there, but we do not.
Oh, Gettysburg Mountain, thank you. Drop the link for us.
Speaking of places you might want to visit.
Thank you.
You know, the store, this is up on, that's VelveteenLunchKitchen.com.
Yeah.
Yes. So there are a few things that you can get there, including our record. There's also our Amazon affiliate store, where you can find a curated list of cocktail products, etc. And always remember, if you want to shop for anything on Amazon, you can always start with our store. You don't even have to buy anything from our store. But if you start there and complete what you're doing, we'll get a little bit of a credit.
Oh, yeah, Julie, totally. See, I noticed so many more details seeing movies in the theater since I'm so much more focused. Exactly. Yeah. Yes,
happy
totally.
with that. That's very good.
Especially if it's something that you've seen before and then you see it on a big screen. It's like, oh, yeah. Oh my gosh. Okay. Criterion Collection. Oh, yeah.
Classic films. Well, they do a good job. We see more than our share of Criterion, like DVDs and like.
Lisa says, I love a Negroni about now.
I
had Negronis the other night.
I happen like a Negroni. I like a Negroni, two at the most.
I made them the other night. It's good.
They're good things. I would say that
I realized we're low on gin.
Our formula for Negroni varies from the sort of canonic, because I don't think it really needs equal parts of everything. I think more base and less of the other parts, and you're in really good shape, the way any good cocktail is created. It's a really simple thing that's actually a very good digestive kind of thing.
Oh, A Nightmare Before Christmas I saw in the theater too,
wow.
Dime. Yes.
Cool.
Totally. That's where I first saw it.
That's a great idea.
Errol says, I like the Futurama parody of Planet of the Apes where the robots take over. And the guy in the Charlton Heston voice says, get your damn hands off me, you robot.
Damn dirty robot.
That would stop making sense. I did not see that in the theater, but that would be, yes.
You know, I did.
Yeah.
It was very cool to see it in the theater, because it was not the typical Talking Heads show at the time. They did put a lot on to make a movie, and they do it very well. It develops, because it starts out with, like, you know, David Byrne and the boombox, It's a very sparse thing that starts to build, and then eventually you've got this whole once-in-a-lifetime thing with the big suit. It's actually pretty cool.
Gettysburg Ma'am is listening to Charlie Brown Christmas album.
Yes.
See, it's so weird to me that it seems so quiet here. Like last week we had the family here with us. So like even though you weren't seeing them, there was kind of movement and activity happening.
Things happening.
And then he's been listening to music all day. And then now it's just suddenly like quiet.
So quiet.
But
about that?
We'll be remedying that soon.
We will remedy that, no question.
Negronis are yummy. Yes, they are.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, the Vince Guaraldi soundtrack
I mean, like
to Charlie Brown Christmas, that's one of those things that basically will never go out of print. There are many editions of that for good reason.
Oh, Chaz, where is that?
Oh, Ringling.
Oh, and Baraboo. What? What? Oh my gosh.
1915 movie, fellas.
1915.
Now that's your silent cinema right there.
Big suit, yes.
Mm-hmm.
I would have thought the director would stop making sense when going to make Silence of the Lambs, you know? Talent. Oh,
Demi,
yeah, we're
man.
getting some votes for Vince Guaraldi.
Demi, you are right. It's definitely Demi.
Yep.
Yeah, he's got the thing going on. Vince, I would say if you're saying to yourself, gee, I really like this music, what else did this guy do? Yeah, about 25 albums for fantasy. Go check him out. Guaraldi is worth checking out the way that Cal Tjader is worth checking out. Like, choose a random record and listen to it, and you're like, oh, that's cool. Yeah. Like
You're getting some agreement from Dime here.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I like the fact that they had that subset because they had the alternate band.
Yep.
Which they could do at the time. Who else am I thinking
Hi,
of?
Reenie Beanie. Thank
Hey,
you. Oh,
Thank you.
Reenie Beanie likes the outfits.
I like your matching
Thank
name.
you.
That's fun. That's big fun. I'm thinking of who else would I say.
Karen says, now there's a certain song in my head.
Oh, you don't say.
Oh.
Who's the artist I'm thinking of that it's like there is no bad record? Mongo Santa Maria. There is no such thing as a bad Mongo record. It's like every single thing I hear is awesome.
Well, I feel like there are
If
a
Dan
lot
is
of
still
people
watching,
that say that about.
I remember hipping Dan to Cal Tjader. He was already picking up some Tjader. It's like there is no such thing as a bad Cal Tjader record. But Mongo, wow. That's very cool.
Oh, the bread and butter song for Guaraldi, Cast Your Fate to the Wind.
It's just big hit.
There you go.
Big hit. That was released, I think, 1962.
Oh, Genius of Love,
63,
yes.
and became a really huge hit on the charts. Then the cover version became an even bigger hit on the charts. And he actually slapped that on a record that was the soundtrack to a Brazilian picture called Black Orpheus. And that whole record has all this cool stuff on it to this Brazilian movie. So, like, that record, we own that. That's very cool. I picked that up because I really wanted to hear the hit single. But the rest of it's great.
Eric
Absolutely
saw
great.
Tom Tom Club live.
Oh, wow. Cool.
Have you seen Black Orpheus?
I have not seen the movie.
I haven't either.
No, I've just heard the music a lot. So, it's a cool record.
Either.
It's a very cool record. Fantasy was a great little label. They made a ton of great jazz at the time. Here you go.
Thank you.
And then they started picking up rock and roll acts and started making real money. You might remember that one of their big acts was some guys called Creedence Clearwater. Yeah, they made a lot of money for fantasy. So
I'm in favor of making money.
Hey, it's going to keep the label going.
I'm just saying. Thank you. I'm not one of these like, oh, you sold out. And I'm like, please sell out. Please make a lot of money.
I think Dave Brubeck was on Fantasy for a hot minute and then moved to Columbia for a very long career. And I'm trying to think who else was particular. Corla Pandit recorded for Fantasy.
Oh my god.
Yeah. It's a fun label. They did a lot a vinyl.
Oh, Poseidon Adventure on the Big Screen.
Oh,
that's
man.
one of our New Year's. That's one of our New Year's traditions. And by the way, speaking of New Year's, now that we have you here, who's in for us going live again on New Year's Eve?
Anybody? We're not going to do it unless you want it.
I'm not going to do it unless you want it.
Oh, come on.
You got to clap like Peter Pan.
Yeah. Tinkerbell will not survive unless
Tinkerbell will die unless
you actually do it right now.
Yes, no. For those of
on our
you
stage.
who are not familiar, we in the
live
last few years have gone live
31st,
on New Year's Eve.
And we go until all the time zones have dropped. We do 24 time zones throughout the evening. And at the end of that, On a gurney. I'm going to the hospital. It's really bad. No, we don't do 24.
No,
we have done as many.
We've done
as,
4.
We've done 4. Yeah,
have we done 5?
Have we done 5? No, we couldn't possibly have done 5. That's ours.
Okay, we got to vote for New Year's from Carradine. Okay,
Ding.
wait.
Ding.
All right. Okay, all right. We got to vote from Carradine.
Okay.
Let's go check Facebook.
Got
okay.
one person in the audience.
Oh, okay. Gettysburg
New Year's
Mistletoe
Eve,
will be with you on New Year's Eve.
Yep.
Okay, so we're doing it. We're doing
Excellent.
it again. I was just looking at New Year's decor down in the basement when I was pulling out Christmas today and thinking, like, yeah.
Interesting.
But the Poseidon Adventure, which is what made me think of it, is one of our New Year's Eve traditions. So, yes, because they count down. Then their New Year doesn't start on a high note, but I have to watch it anyway. Oh, Julie will be there. Oh, yeah. Okay, thank you. All right.
Well,
clap. Oh, thank you.
You got a little something.
Oh, yeah.
I need a little
Dime
something.
clap, too. Okay. All right.
Well, that's good.
Better get your jammies ready. I think I might come up with glamour pajamas this year.
Excellent idea. I got some pretty glam pajamas. I got a really swell smoking jacket that somebody might have made me. I tell you what, it's time for me to make a thing.
Karen says I still have to cover my eyes at some point.
Oh, man.
Oh.
I tell you.
Oh, okay, Errol. All right, thank you. Okay, we're in. We're in.
Okay, done.
We're in. It's done.
Easy.
We're doing New Year's.
If we got an audience, we can do this.
Well, we will raise the ball. We always drop the ball on New Year's.
Yakking at the wall solo, that's not much of anything. But if you're all going to be here, then we're glad.
We have a vintage disco ball that we drop on New Year's Eve.
We have the best ball drop.
It's very silly.
In the nation. Times Square has nothing on us, folks.
Is there a drink you can do for the Poseidon Adventure? Why, yes, there is. We've done a couple of them, so I will make sure we get those out ahead of time.
Definitely make that happen.
Yes, we've made the Bell Rosen and the Linda Rogo. What else have we done from Poseidon? The poster for Poseidon Adventure says Hell Upside Down. I think we have made a drink called Hell Upside Down.
I feel like we have.
So, yeah, well. Oh, Lisa, yeah, it will be there anytime you want to watch. That's the thing about the internet.
Let's make a grog.
Oh, he's making a grog.
Well, let's go. It's grog season, absolutely, positively. Starts out with half ounce of your lemon.
Hi, Devin. Good to see you.
Going to move.
What's your go-to New Year's cocktail? Well, anything with champagne. So definitely a French 75.
That does the job.
Definitely a Kir Royale.
Honey mix.
Just anything with bubbles. Or a champagne cocktail. Yes, glamajamas. Bedazzled jammies. Yes. Okay, I'm getting some votes for the glamour jammies.
Ooh, I think I need help with the pimento. Oh, okay. Sugary liquors like to freeze up. Be right back.
Oh, no.
Oh, man.
Yes. Okay, I'm excited for New Year's. I never used to be. I've done the 2 big things you could do on New Year's. I went to Times Square the first year I lived in New York. And I went to the Rose Parade before I moved to New York.
Yes.
And spent the night on the street. We were there for the Rose Parade. But I feel like once you've done that, it's like...
You're kind of done.
Whatever, but
what else is there on New Year's?
I do look forward to on New Year's
Eves.
Oh, Rainy Beanie says, I've seen the movie Black Orpheus years ago. Poseidon Adventure. Yikes, that one scared me as a kid.
Oh, yeah. Seriously. Kind of terrifying.
In Arizona, they have a giant tortilla falling into a giant bowl of salsa. Wow. That's crazy. Oh my gosh. Maybe we'll all post our pajamas ahead of time. Let's have a build up.
That's fun.
Let's build this up.
Okay.
I love this idea. I'm getting excited for New Year's now.
So I just dropped in 1 ounce of the Navy rum using Pusser. That's a really good place to be.
Eric says, oh man, someone said grog, and I immediately thought of the Klingon delicacy. Gawk.
Gawk. Gawk.
Would you mind?
Don't mind at all.
I know you're occupied.
Yeah,
all these new bottles. We got a delivery from New Hampshire over Thanksgiving, and thanks, Christy and Jeff.
1 ounce of nice amber rum using the Appleton Signature. Well, we got a pretty nice price on that. I don't think we've even tried
Oh my gosh, so many
this.
things are on sale. Yay for New Hampshire liquor store.
Hooray for the liquor. Yeah, I'm going to actually try a little bit of that and see where we're going with that.
The Shining. Eric says, I don't know if I'm brave enough to see The Shining on the big screen. I love The Shining.
No, that's smooth.
I love The Shining so much. I want to go stay at the hotel.
Mm-hmm. Oh, look.
Oh, Pajama Llama Ball Drop Party. Yes. It's going to be a pajama party.
Bitters.
Which ones?
I can use Angostura.
Angostura?
Angostura is what I said. Hey. So I'll do about 4
Devin
of these.
says tonight I'm making a ham bone and pumpkin soup.
Ham bone.
Wow.
Wow.
I've been boiling the ham bone for 2 days. Get out every ounce of hair. Oh my gosh, good for you, Devin.
Hey, why waste? Get the content out of it. When you're down to bone, that's the end of the story.
That's amazing.
Can't do too much with bone, but the content's of bone you can. It's like when we're done cooking a turkey, what do you do with the carcass of the turkey? You make soup. We just had
oh my
tonight.
gosh.
Of course.
Harold says, how about some sorry and brandy? Oh wait, Scotty drank it all.
Sorry.
Oh wait, Lisa. Okay, Lisa on YouTube is saying the best place you have spent Christmas.
Oh.
Oh.
I can use a straw, by the way.
Which color would you like?
I will take red for Christmas.
Okay.
So this is a holly leaf DOF. Great size.
These are reusable straws. They're reusable.
Hello.
We've had these straws for years. Best place you've spent Christmas.
Now that's
Oh my gosh.
the way to make a grog. As far as I'm concerned, and I'm the guy who called it Quat's grog.
That is so good.
Very nice little thing.
Mmm.
Many ways to go. I think I
So
normally
good.
use grapefruit juice, but you can't have grapefruit juice these days. So I eschewed
Oh, Devin says Jess and I are getting old lady nightgowns for this Yule so we can have them on New Year's too. Oh, I love it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, good night, Peter.
Night, Peter. See you Saturday.
Best place is home. Second was London.
Mm.
You know, that's the thing. Like, I'm thinking, like, I don't know if I've ever spent Christmas not at either our home or a family home.
I have.
He has.
Yep.
You want to tell us about that? Which, I mean, yeah, I feel like I can't really, like, I haven't been anywhere exotic, but you did. You want to tell us about that?
I spent the Christmas of 1988, I believe, was in Bern, Switzerland. I think.
Oh, dime. This doesn't have grapefruit juice.
Mm.
Because I can't have it either.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, no, I'm with you. That there's no grapefruit juice, but you'll be getting the recipe.
Yeah. I used orange,
Yep.
which is an adequate sub for the purposes, and I think there are things you
No
can
turtles
do
were harmed by these straws.
to
Damn
tart that
straight, Amy.
Yeah,
I didn't.
seriously.
We didn't harm any turtles with these straws.
This is going to keep going until it cracks, and then we get a
Mhm.
problem. But yeah, we were going to reuse this a lot.
Yes.
But definitely.
Oh, Lisa says my best Christmas was at a Hotel Atlantic in Berlin, Maryland.
Maryland.
Oh, I want to
Wow.
hear about this. Eric says staying over at my cousin's during a winter storm in bed with the dog warming my feet. I love these stories. Yeah.
That's fantastic. I was actually taking a tour through Europe after spending a semester in London and took a tour with my buddy Steve, and we visited several places.
We love Steve and Greg.
Oh yeah, no, great,
Yeah.
great couple, and they are in fact hitched these days, which is fantastic. So like we were just traveling through to see various places, and we had some associates in Switzerland, so we stopped off in Switzerland. Well, all in the way, we actually happened to stop off in Bern. Now this is a great place if you want to see a capital city, and otherwise you're probably like, oh, whatever. And we were there on Christmas Eve, and like everything's closed. And if you didn't know somebody, you weren't getting dinner. So we ended up at some sort of cafeteria place. And he was kind of all like, oh, gee, whatever. And I'm like, this is great. You know, we're in a different place and we're just having like turkey loaf at a place in Switzerland. This is awesome. The privilege to be able to do that, I thought was amazing. And it was just killer at that time of year. It's just beautiful. So there you go. You're in the Alps. You know?
Devin says, so far the broth is super yummy. I added some scotch too.
You don't say.
That sounds amazing.
Oh, that's a lot of fun.
Oh, okay. Errol says the worst place I spent Christmas was at sea on a submarine. Glad those days are gone. I bet.
Oh, jeez.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, there you go.
Clinic is located in the Hallmark Lake town. Oh.
Hello. Okay. I can definitely get to
Weird
that.
dream about colored musical snow that day. Oh my gosh.
Careful with the nutmeg content in the eggnog. We're just saying. Strange dreams happen.
I'm trying to think, like, I have so many Christmas memories that stick out. And I feel like the Christmas memories are always things that were unplanned. Like, when we were at Christy and Jeff's and there was a blizzard, you know, like that was unplanned. Or I'm thinking like one time when I was at their place before they bought a house. So this was like, I did know you. We had dropped Paul off at his mother's house and headed up to their place. And there was some angst, but I just remember, them playing Santa Claus Conquers the Martians, and we were drinking, and it was the first time I'd ever seen Santa Claus Conquers the Martians, and that sticks out to me.
It was the best movie you'd ever seen at that point.
Yeah. It was like, oh my God, I'm trying to call you like, hi, the movie I just watched.
Made up for the prior events of the evening.
And what else? I got a bunch of Christmas memories. Oh, okay. So there was
Frosted window panes.
There was one. Okay, wait. You catch up while I.
Glad to.
Oh my gosh,
wow,
Berlin, Maryland.
Yeah.
We got to get there because apparently, like, it's a whole thing.
Interesting things happening. Now, is that Berlin or Berlin? Because I know that, like, in New Hampshire.
No, New Hampshire.
New Hampshire, it's Berlin.
Is it New Hampshire or Massachusetts?
Massachusetts doesn't have Berlin.
Oh,
yeah,
New Hampshire.
It's New Hampshire. It's way up there in
New
New Hampshire, and like all they had at the time was a Converse plant and a paper mill. Woo!
Oh yeah, because your uncle worked at the Converse plant.
Let's see.
I had one. I had a good one.
I
lost it again.
Just thinking.
Oh, I know.
Yep.
It was when we had a box from Camille. Was it shipped to us? Yes. Yes, a family friend shipped us a box from my aunt. And he was like, I have no idea what's in this, but I'm shipping it to you. So I took it up to my family's at Christmas, and we decided we were going to open it. And we're all like, a little bit like,
who knows?
Okay,
what even lurks?
What's in this box? And it was I remember it was a leather Italian vintage mini skirt, which none of us could wear, but that's not the point.
Not the point.
And then there were like balls of yarn. It was the fact of opening it that was so great.
The whole breakout on that.
Oh, like,
it's kind of crazy.
Oh, it's not too far from Ocean City.
Ocean City.
People have told me I have to go to Ocean City. Okay.
Okay, so the pronunciation is Berlin, like the German city. Okay, like the German capital. That's actually okay. There is a Berlin in Massachusetts. Now, is it Berlin or Berlin in Mass? I don't know. I've never heard of Berlin, Massachusetts.
Oh, okay. Wait, hold on. Devon's saying, Jess just reminded me, we finally tried rum chata. It's amazing. We had it with eggnog, and the kind we got came with a sample bottle of peppermint rum chata.
Limoncello rum chata.
Oh, well, thank you, Devon. I see that in the stores. So, okay,
check that out.
Great to know.
Yeah.
There is a Berlin, Massachusetts.
That's what I was just commenting on.
Okay.
Yeah, different. I don't know how that's pronounced, but I'd be interested to know because my relatives always said Berlin. But that's how it is up in Hampshire.
Harold says, I love the movie where they play the yodeling music and the Martians' heads blow up. I haven't seen that one.
Well, you play yodeling music and many people's heads will explode. We're just saying. One is just saying. The soda shop. Oh, wow.
Oh, okay. All right. We got to take a road trip. One
is simply saying.
Oh. Oh, no. Time says I spent one Christmas in the hospital with a bad case of diverticulitis. Oh.
Digestive issues. No fun. No fun.
Yeah, no, that's not okay.
Oh, I tell you. You know, I think all of those issues, like whatever is ailing you digestively, is soluble. It's soluble. There's a way to treat these things.
But at Christmas, it's like the Bob Newhart episode where he spends Christmas Eve in the hospital with getting his tonsils out.
Yeah. What are you going to do? So, any of these things, just consult your physician. There are things you need to avoid, and there's things that you can have.
Pronounce
really
like the city in Germany. Oh, so it's Berlin.
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 So it's only like New Hampshire, or it's Berlin?
Berlin.
Oh, I don't know what the hell it is. That's way the hell up in New Hampshire, too. You're really close to Canada at that point. So I don't know what they were thinking of. And I don't think necessarily that the Canadians would pronounce that Berlin. So I have to talk to our correspondents in, say, Montreal. So
Gettysburg Ma'am says, is everyone done with Christmas shopping? No.
Nope.
But I have one amazing thing for everyone on my list, so I'm not stressed.
You're kind of in great shape.
I've got one amazing thing for everyone.
If you just work some tchotchkes and like chocolates after that, you're done.
Exactly. I feel like I've got one amazing thing for you.
You know, like
the rest is gravy.
I mean, I know that it's not like a centerpiece thing, but a box of lilac chocolates makes people happy. I'm just saying.
Julie says, have you ever seen the 1959 movie Santa Claus? I think it was made in Mexico.
I know of this.
I have not.
And we have not seen it.
I have not.
I really feel like we should do that. I think there is a Santo movie that's with Santa Claus. That is the wrestler. It's like Santa Saves Christmas. I'm like, well, that's all kinds of fun. Like it needs to be.
Oh, wait, it's all Jan says. There's in Berlin, New Jersey. It's 2 towns over from where I live. Okay. All right. Wow.
No way. Okay. I should really check that out.
Wait, what are we talking about? Harry says, it's better than the alien race from Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. What are we referring to?
Extremely bad poetry. Oh, bogon poetry.
No.
Anybody?
Oh.
And by the way, if we ever start talking about these far out drinks and somebody requests a Pangalactic Gargle Blaster, you're fired. Not happening. Of course, if you can provide the magic ingredient, we'll do it. So there we go.
One kid says, surprise me. The other lists stuff he already has. Jeez. That just makes me think of Bad Moms. When she just said she goes into her son's room and just wraps up things over there and gives them to him for
my big dumb son. And he's
her
like,
big dumb son.
Oh yeah, this is great. You know? Oh boy.
And then, she opens like, oh, baseball mitt, Mom. She's like, yeah, that's great.
Super, huh?
Oh, no, was that a bag of, that was the bag of.
Bag of baggies.
The bag of, yeah, he's like, look, Mom, baggies. She's like, yeah, that's great, honey.
Awesome. You know, it's actually a great series, although there's only 2 of them. But the Bad Moms franchise is kind of fun. Really growing on us. For
not having kids, I love them. I totally relate. Like, not so much about kids, but just about the people in general.
Ooh, yes.
I get it.
The characters within.
Yes, yeah.
The first one features some really bad relationship action. And the second one features some really bad relationships with parents. And, they both work in their particular way. And I think the Christmas one in particular resonates with people who have some issues with certain characters around the season. So.
Wait, I've lost track of the conversation. Are we talking about the Pangalactic Gargle Blaster? If you made one up, who would you say made it wrong?
Well, good question, right?
Is that what we're talking about?
I could fake it.
I lost track of the conversation.
I could fake it really well. It's sort of like the Alaskan polar bear heater. Although that has a distinct formula.
Eric says, my niece, when she was just starting to get the concept of Christmas, one year wanted a purple bulldozer for Christmas. I love your niece. That's great.
When I was a kid, they gave me...
That would be amazing.
They gave me construction vehicles made by a company called Tonka. And you could certainly find a bulldozer. You can find a bulldozer. They were yellow, but you could paint it. I'm just saying.
A real one.
Yeah. Get some purple spray paint. Just nail that sucker and say, oh, a purple bulldozer? Boom.
Now I'm thinking of
You
real
got it,
one.
kid.
You're just like, I don't like this.
Full size.
Yeah. Just
Hilarious.
go for it.
What you want to do is give children the capacity for fantastic damage. And then watch what happens.
He says, she told Santa that, and I swear I saw question marks over his head.
Doink, doink, doink.
I
Yes.
have no doubt.
A what? You know? It's akin to a Charles Addams cartoon.
Exactly.
You know? What?
It's like Wednesday Addams.
I got to say, like, I grew up with a copy of the book drawn and quartered in the house. Charles Addams Cartoons book from 1942 is amazing. It's just like, that book is near and dear to my heart even still because of just the tone that he captured. It was just incredible. Just incredible.
I love that.
So, Minnetonka, that's exactly right. I remember that. You're Tonka from Minnetonka. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh.
A real one.
With me. Oh, a little destructive.
Man.
Yeah.
I feel like what is it, an earth mover? Where you like take stuff and
Where you like dig and move it? Yes,
yeah.
earth mover.
That'd
Definitely.
be good.
And then there's those like massive, huge dump trucks that are like 5 stories high that they use when in mining. It's just like crazy vehicles, stuff like that. You see that on like these Discovery Channel things. Oh yeah, the Tonka trucks were just made out of steel. It was like they were plastic tires.
Oh yeah, they would
but
last
the
forever.
body of the thing was just like pressed steel. It was pretty heavy duty. And I remember like using like dump truck for a lot of stuff, and you would put a lot of abrasive stuff in there. It was all sand and dirt, and it would like get scratched up and it would rust, but it would go on for a long time. It's absolutely true.
Yeah, Diamond Gray's like, yeah, we're getting a lot of agreement for Tonka.
Mm-hmm.
He abused the heck out of mine when I was a kid. Oh.
6-wheel moon
Yes,
buggy.
illustrations by Edward Gorey.
Mm. Oh yeah. This is great. I haven't thought of Tonka vehicles for a long time.
This is why I love these broadcasts because
we'll just go on.
Was not expecting to discuss this, but I love it.
I don't recall having anything but the dump truck, but they had an earth mover and a bulldozer and they had all these things. It was just like pressed metal with that very specific canary yellow color, which was distinctive. And I remember also seeing there were some John Deere toys. If you wanted to play farm, they had like combines that were made out of metal. They were just like really amazing little models.
Did they really chop stuff up?
Well, they weren't sharp. Unless
I was
you were
going to
an
say, because that was
kid.
back when they would give kids...
Yeah, they would give kids knives and say, here you go, kid.
Yeah,
boom,
exactly. Good luck.
Big fun. Yeah, they were fun. They were fun to play with because you were really moving stuff. It's not like you needed something full size to work with, but if you had something about this big that was a dump truck, it was cool. It's a lot of fun. I remember there were these toys that were like cranes, like cranes that you would see working on a big building, and would have an operating rigging, and you could like pull things up. It's like that's cool. That's a lot of fun. I think there's a lot of Lego sets that you can build that will do an actual crane action. That's a lot of fun. Lego is another thing, of course. That's a huge subject that goes on. But I played with those as a kid. They were very inventive.
We didn't really have Lego. Oh, okay, my mom's saying.
You got a dump truck.
You got a dump truck for your second birthday. Your grandmother gave you an easy bake oven.
What did you prefer?
Both. Well, no, I would love to have both of those right now. I would love to have a dump truck. I would just be using it all the time, like dump. I love that. Hi, Barbara. Good to see you.
Excellent. The Easy Bake Oven, it was a great thing.
Ertl brand farm toys. I've heard of this. Yes, I have heard of this.
I'm also just looking at that.
Amy says, we have Royals visiting Boston this week. I saw that. Everyone except me is very
blah, blah, blah.
I did see that. You do have that comment.
Who's visiting Boston?
The Duke and Duchess of Wales.
Oh, yeah. This morning I turn on the radio and who do I hear? X-Ray Specs. How about some anti-royal action right there? Oh, that was just great. I still love those kids. So, hey, there you go.
I don't have any.
That's right,
I don't have any feelings about the royal family one way or the other.
Yeah.
You know, I'm just like, you go.
The major thing I can say about such action is that
I kind of wish I had the dump truck and the easy bake oven.
I had to head out to make a purchase earlier, and I grabbed some change, and I get there, and I realized that the dime I'm holding is actually 5p. I'm like, you can't pay for anything with 5 pence.
No.
So
not here anyway.
Didn't, but I happen to have that in my change dish. So
oh my gosh.
Hilarious.
Oh, the Hot Wheels.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
Karen says my nephew got a Hot Wheels track that lights up.
Hello.
Oh my gosh. What a world. What a world we live in.
What a world. What a life.
Briar horse models. Oh.
We had
so many good toys. I feel like the most memorable toy from my childhood. No one asked. No one asked.
Nobody asked you.
The most memorable. One of the most memorable things I got for Christmas was Barbie's bathroom. And the thing about Barbie's bathroom was it had a shower that worked. And the working shower was just like a spray top like you would get in any spray top cleanser bottle.
Press.
But it sprayed water on Barbie. So it was great. I loved it.
It was awesome. I love that kind of functional stuff.
Oh, what's your next drink, guys? Okay, what's our next drink?
Oh, we got a request. It means we have to make one.
Yes. We do.
Okay.
I have a blank space here for another drink.
Blanking, huh? Well, let's see what we got. I don't know. I'm still finishing a grog,
Give me a name.
I'm going with it.
Give me a name.
You need a name to make a drink out of, or?
Oh, Amy had the Barbie plane. Oh, hi,
yeah.
Laura. Good to see you.
Yeah.
You can hardly use cash anymore. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, seriously.
Oh.
A doll that ate and pooped.
Oh my gosh.
Man.
Okay, I have another story.
Boy is correct.
I have another story. I had the Barbie country camper.
Mm-hmm.
And my sister and I had loft beds that my dad built.
Mm-hmm.
And
thank you, Dad.
The what do you call it? The fence.
Mm-hmm.
I guess that would keep us from falling out of them was sailcloth, like they use on
safety option.
Yes, like they use on boats.
Mm-hmm.
And I think mine got loose because one night I fell out of my loft bed onto my Barbie country camper.
Well, that's gonna hurt.
And crushed it, but he kind of beat it back into shape. So
how was your hip?
You know, I think about it now. I'm like, that would freaking hurt now. It hurt then, but I was just like, yeah. And then the next morning it was like fine because he beat my Barbie country.
Beat your
I don't think it was ever the same again, but
no, it couldn't have been.
But it was, you know, it was what it was.
Oh yeah.
Oh, family treehouse.
No. That's a fun.
Oh, Barbie Dream House. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't have it, but I do remember of it.
I kind of think I think my sister had the Dream House, the country camper, the Corvette, Barbie's Corvette with an 8-track player. No. That was hilarious. And what else did she have?
Yeah, I got to read that.
And the ship. It was all these things that she had. It was hilarious. Yeah, was it?
Oh, we have Barbie's Dreamboat. Because it was your sister's, and we have it up in the attic. Mm-hmm. Okay, Errol says, my sister got an easy bake oven. Later, when she started cooking with a real oven, the fire alarm went off. We knew dinner was ready. Not edible, but ready. Oh, no.
That's what you get for learning to cook over light bulbs.
The elevator in Barbie's dream house never worked.
Oh!
I feel like that's just such a lesson in living in New York City.
Yeah, like the elevator doesn't work.
Elevator doesn't work.
Oh, you're in a 6th floor walk.
Get used to it.
You're in a 6th floor walk up on the top floor. Elevator.
Oh my gosh! Okay, so Amy had the Barbie plane.
Too.
Gettysburg Ma'am had the Barbie townhouse.
Mm-hmm.
My brother and I had. Oh, Julie's saying my brother and I had the thing maker. We had the strange change machine along with my easy bake oven. It's amazing we still have fingerprints left. Oh my gosh, the thing maker! Like, you didn't have that.
I remember a thing where you could pour this goop into this mold and make all sorts of disguises.
I feel like that's something he should have had.
And we didn't have that. I think I actually found that at a yard sale subsequently. I don't think it actually worked properly, but this stuff was probably old. And I remember,
the growing up Skipper Chaz. I know what you mean, and that's kind of weird.
Oh,
when I think about it now, it's kind of weird. Yep.
You know, you could do that in 1975.
Yeah, Getty's Work Man says, was never really like Barbies, but I had the townhouse nonetheless.
Damn it.
Oh, the bug maker. Oh my gosh.
The townhouse my sister had, and the elevator worked. So if yours didn't, what happened? It was a really simple mechanism.
Oh.
I don't get it.
I just feel like that's training for life. The elevator won't work, and you'll have to walk down 6 floors.
Or up 6 floors. Oh.
It had mom, dad, boy. And mom, dad, boy, and girl, and the dog. The dog had his own spherical tree house that he can hop inside. What?
Whoa. Hello.
Oh my gosh.
Hi, hilarious.
All right, what are we doing here?
Well, we've had a request.
I'm so old, Laura. That's why I'm right there with you.
You're not that old.
I'm right there with you.
Just saying that, Laura.
The thing maker. Oh, Dean says the thing maker. I can still smell the fumes. Everyone's remembering the thing maker. I didn't have this, but
I think it was basically a polyethylene molding device. So, like hot poly will definitely have that sort of thing going on. We didn't have that one. We didn't have a rock tumbler, that kind of stuff.
If I had an easy bake oven, I would just keep it back behind the bar, and we would just make
food,
cakes every lunch.
Well, we have the contemporary equivalent. It's called.
Karen says it was simple but shoddy.
Yes, well, yeah.
Oh dear.
Too true.
Oh dear.
Too true. Does anybody remember Hugo, the Man of 1,000 Faces? That's a toy you could play a lot with.
Jeez.
It was just this puppet, bald head. You could put disguises on. It was hilarious.
No.
I remember the commercial very distinctly. And there was some sort of shrunken head thing with Vincent Price doing the commercials. Of course, Vincent Price would tell you to make shrunken heads. You know? That kind of stuff. You could like overdose on toy commercials from that period for a long time. We remember them all. Some of them were just terrible, but some of them were actually pretty fun. The Star Trek toys from the mid-70s finally got it right and did pretty well. Oh yeah, the cancer.
All right, so
now you're talking.
We're going to do a beer drink. Oh, okay, drink time, you crazy kids, Laura says. Easy shake barstools.
Ah!
Oh my gosh, I know.
Yeah.
Well, you know, the funny thing is, like, I hesitate to bring this up, but I've often said that back when we were kids, like, people would make jokes about, like, playground jokes about the funny drunks all the time, and no one thought a thing of it.
It was part of life. And I think that if you actually...
And now I feel like you would, if your kid made a joke about a funny drunk.
If you were that age at the time and you actually...
But I don't want to, no.
If you were that age at the time and you actually had somebody with a drinking problem in the family...
Which is obviously not okay.
None of this was funny.
Not okay.
Just saying. That's the thing. We had a vote
for... shrunken heads.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, seriously. There was actually a drink called the Shrunken Skull, which is very good. But I'm not about to make it because we're out of grenadine. We had a vote for Shrinky Dinks from Amy. Oh, yeah. I never had those.
I have Shrinky Dinks ornaments on my tree.
Never had those. Those were kind of fun.
I did not mean to imply that.
Easy shake.
I did not mean to imply anything weird. I'm just saying.
Let's see. Errol had the chemistry set with glassware, chemicals, and a Bunsen burner. Oh yeah, that's the thing. If you're gonna do chemistry sets, you actually need like cupric sulfide, that kind of stuff.
What are the measurements on this?
1 and 2.
This is 1?
1 and 2.
Okay.
Yep. There you go.
All right.
And I definitely had
lawn charts.
Oh, charts.
Yes.
Now we're going to have to start like the whole discussion of its redeeming qualities with the song Lawn Dart.
Okay.
Which is brilliant. I grew up with lawn darts in the family on a very casual basis. Nobody made a big deal. It was just like, oh, it's a lawn game. And then I remember my mother picked up a set of them around 1988, which were the slider jars.
Scandalized that you don't still have
The
them.
sliders were cool because the fins would move while you threw them, which would actually like aim them better. And she just picked these up at the local joint. It was not a big deal. And then minutes later, these were banned because, lawn darts are dangerous. Well, I think that there was something like, 35 cases of lawn dart accidents between 1970 and 1990. And I think that doesn't really sound like too many.
Did you see Earl's comment? I had a chemistry set with real glassware.
Oh, yeah.
Somewhat dangerous chemicals. Jeez.
Bunsen burner, alcohol burner, of course.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So that was.
I remember playing with one of those, and then I realized that my father's chemistry set was in my grandparents' place, and he had these little glass jars.
Yes, Amy, we have permission. Thank you.
And stuff.
Because of Amy, we have permission.
That's right. We do thank Amy because she contacted the group. And Ed's redeeming is awesome. And I just
6 finger, the extra digit for
LOL.
junior spies.
Oh, man.
Oh, my God. Yes, we got to do an Ed's Redeeming Qualities video soon.
I remember having a fingerprint set when I was a kid, where you could dust for fingerprints and pull off latent prints and all that. That was real spy stuff.
I remember this. Okay, Getty's Remamsa is also saying, I also like the fashion plate maker, where you could change out the plates and make different outfits on paper.
Oh, wow.
I didn't have it, but I do remember this. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Big fun. I love all the functional toys. And the functional toys, there were a lot of functional toys for boys because boys were supposed to do all this. But then there was the functional toys for the girls, which were really kind of cool.
Oh,
Right,
Karen's saying you can make your own shrinky dinks now out of certain kinds of plastic packaging.
Oh
my
wow.
gosh.
DIY shrinky dinks.
All right.
Well, all sorts of things shrink. As a matter of fact, earlier today I was using shrink wrap on some electricals, which is actually electrical proof.
I'm creating as we talk.
I was actually creating an extension cord, and it's all soldered together. It's all solid, and it's got the heat shrink, and the heat shrink is great. It's a lot of fun. What you need?
I'm trying to decide whether or not.
Yes or no, she says. Shall I do it? Shall I not?
I'll go for it.
Yeah, go for it, Ron.
Okay,
go for it.
So.
Oh, the Krampus.
The Krampus.
Ping.
I feel like there's some sediment in the Krampus.
I think there is.
Ooh.
Well, there was, but you
this
shook
is
it up.
from. Who is this from?
The actual distillery
Our friend John sent us this.
is
Somewhere in the Pacific Northwest.
Chuckamut Bay. Yeah, I think this is actually in
Which is where?
Washington State.
Oh, okay.
Washington State, Bellingham.
Okay. Bellingham, Washington. All right, but Krampus, because...
It's a spiced liquor that's fairly high proof because Krampus, of course, is going to kick
Thank
you
you, John.
Is going to kick you in the keister.
I'm going to just do a little tiny dash.
I didn't grow up with Krampus.
Of the Krampus.
But it would have been pretty hilarious. Just a bit of the Krampus.
I don't think my parents knew about Krampus, but if they had...
Oh, boy,
we would have been threatened with Krampus.
They have used that against you.
Right.
Man.
Okay, so just a tiny dash of Krampus. And then I'm going to fill with our Narragansett Fest
Märzen Lager.
I say Marzen, but you say Märzen.
Märzen. Should be Märzen.
Okay. I'm sure it should. But,
I believe.
But anyway.
And in fact, we're using the glassware that we got from the Miracle Pop-Up last year.
Exactly. Was
the Miracle Old-Fashioned glasses.
All right.
Hello. Ping. There you go. It's another Boilermaker. That's very good.
Wait, hold on. Hold on, Darcy. Keep the kids busy till the last one is standing. Oh, spirographs. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. We had a toy that was not a spirograph, and I have to figure out what the hell it was. It actually had a sort of protractor thing going on.
Okay, yeah, lawn darts. Okay.
But it drew diagrams.
Gettysburg says, my grandmother lived in Windsor, New York, and when we would visit her, she would give us the lawn darts and her croquet set to play with.
Oh, yeah. Croquet we did.
Flora says, at this age, Shrinky Dinks involves my man friend in a pool under 90 degrees. I love it.
That Shrinky is something else, but yes. Oh, yeah.
Oh my gosh. All right.
Hilarious.
I'm missing so many comments over here on the YouTubes.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, all right. I don't even think I can catch up on the YouTubes. Yes. Lawn darts. No childhood tragedy is fun without a scar. Oh, no. Oh, yeah. Oh, no. Oh, Dime says my dad got me a kid's toolbox. Came with a real saw. It magically disappeared when I started hacking up my mom's kitchen table.
You don't say.
I know. They didn't think that one through, did they?
You know, I remember having that set.
Oh, Krampus. Yes, we got the Krampus.
A tiny saw and a hammer. It was by Handy Andy. You probably had the Handy Andy set. The saw actually had teeth.
Gosh. I gotta write that
It
one
wasn't
down.
really sharp. Like, you'd be hard-pressed to really make some headway, but you would do some damage.
We need a little more Krampus.
Oh, we do? Oh,
I'm
sure.
not really getting it.
Oh, sure, what the heck.
I'm not really getting it.
So, yeah, you probably had that. I remember that.
I'm going to make it a full half
I think I had
ounce.
2 sets of those, as a matter of fact. Somewhere, I think I've still got one of those hammers. Right. And it's a cool little hammer that works. It really is. It's good for, like, tacking in brads around the house.
Oh.
So I kind of miss that sort of thing. I like functional tools for kids. It's like you could give them something that doesn't do anything, or you give them something that actually works and you can teach them how to use it.
Oh.
And if you're going to be using power tools and saws, reciprocating saws and drills and all sort of thing, teach them well, and they're good for a lifetime. That's the thing.
Thank you.
Nobody should be afraid to like change the wax seal on the commode when you need to, because that's not a big deal.
Thought about it, but
no, that's not a big deal. And nobody should be afraid to cut up some 2x4s and reframe around a door. It's not a big deal.
Oh my gosh! Oh wait. Okay, Laura, I'm still writing it out. But that was okay. So that is 1 ounce of bourbon, a half ounce of the Krampus liqueur.
Half ounce. Woo!
Fill with your
favorite
lager. I used Narragansett Fest Märzen.
Correct.
Lager. But fill with lager. It's a beer drink.
It's a beer. It's a beer cocktail.
Half ounce.
That's a specific sort of festival lager made around this time of year. A little heavy, pretty malty. Narragansett is making a lot of these things these days. They are really going nuts with the specialty beers. And their flagship beer is actually a really great beer on a hot day when you're mowing the lawn. Gotta say. When I was a kid, that's all anybody drank for beer.
It needs a better name. Right now it's called Thingy.
Thingy. We'll get there.
I feel like it needs a better name than Thingy.
Could be called the Krampus Delight. I don't know.
Krampus Thingy?
Krampus Thingy. I like that.
All right. Krampus Thingy.
Krampus Thingy sounds like something else going on. Just saying.
Krampus Thingy.
Thingy.
Oh, it's terrible.
Oh,
it's terrible. Gotta catch back up. Oh my gosh. Oh, Devin. Oh my gosh. Enjoy it. Soup's done. Oh my gosh. Enjoy it. Oh, Cabbage Patch Kid. Okay, so I never had a Cabbage Patch Kid. Mm-hmm. But I had a boyfriend whose mother made homemade Cabbage Patch Kids.
She made them.
So I had a homemade Cabbage Patch Kid one year.
Well, that's too
it
crazy.
Didn't come with a birth certificate and stuff, but
yeah, well,
But it was just. It was, I was a little old for that, but it was a nice thought.
She was respecting copyright infringement, wasn't she? Yep.
I want Play-Doh in my stocking. Oh my gosh. Okay. Data Man. Oh my gosh, I never had that. Data Man. Oh, Light Bright. Oh my gosh, so many good toys. I love this. We may have to do like a whole happy hour based on vintage toys.
Vintage toys go forever. Crazy. We get into the regular toys, the electronic toys. We're talking the tools. Turn monitor. Oh yeah, seriously, you start like getting a sander and you're just going for ages. You want to use the heavier grit when you're starting. Just saying, that's the thing. And if it's really literally too long, just saw some off for Pete's sake. Don't use a sander.
Oh yeah, the Krampus. It was sent to us, but I'm sure you could buy it.
If you're local,
you can order it.
If your local doesn't have it, ask. If they can't, if you can't get it, see if your state will allow you to order it in, because a lot of states will do that. It's the laws about that have really changed around, and you should be able to get some directly from the distiller. It's good stuff.
Oh, jeez.
It's pretty high proof, so you want to use a little. It's designed to give you a kick and a lot of flavor.
Did you see this? Amy said, my brother had a kid's microscope in his suitcase when we went to Egypt.
Oh, wow.
We lived there when we were kids, and airport security
confiscated
it. Did he get it back?
Why would they confiscate a microscope? All that is a means to see, like, very tiny things.
Oh, my gosh.
But a kid's toy is only going to take you up to maybe 600
I want to know, did he get it back?
It's not like it's an electron microscope or something. What?
God.
Crazy. I had one when I was a kid that I wish I had again. It was a really nice machine. I think it was made by Gilbert. Could be.
Oh, the little professor.
Oh, wow.
Oh my gosh, the calculators.
Oh, yeah.
I remember how you couldn't use those in class.
Got a calculator when I was a kid. Still have it. It's around somewhere.
You do?
Oh, yeah.
Of course you do.
It was very likely.
Never got it back. That makes me sad.
Wow.
Hi, Joe. Good to see you.
Okay. I'm just wondering, like, what Egypt security did with it. They confiscated it. Just go in the trash.
Oh, okay. Getty's heard me. I'm saying, I hope we can do a mocktail hour, or you made your alcoholic drinks to give us the mocktail version. Okay. All right. I like that idea. I have a lot of friends with teenagers who would love that. Well, we picked up some ginger. I don't want to say ginger ale. Because was it?
I think it's calling itself ginger brew. It's actually a pretty heavy-duty ginger ale with a big kick. It's probably basically a ginger beer.
That's a great one. Yeah. And we picked up some Martinelli's cider.
Yeah, that's a great one too.
Recently, and I've been using that a lot too. So I would say look for the ginger brew and look for the Martinelli's. Those are good ones.
That's a good idea, because there are a number of things that we could modify for non-alcoholic use very easily. And then there's some things which will not work at all.
Mrs. Beasley. Oh, jeez.
But we try. We really try to provide options, because it's not that hard to make great cocktails without alcohol. You have to just respect the materials that you have to work with.
Oh.
So,
Karen, and I see you. Sheridan says, I wanted an easy bake oven and never got one. My younger sister got one years later, still bitter. I see you.
At the end of the day, you were cooking over a 100-watt light bulb. It worked.
It did work. It
worked because it's hot enough. 100 watts is hot enough. And you could fake that action pretty easily. Not just saying.
Oh.
But at the end of the day, it would make tiny little scones. So
Errol says, entering Saudi Arabia once, I saw the guy in front of me get his laser pointer confiscated. By the way, as soon as we landed, all I wanted was a beer.
Oh, son of a bitch, yes. Yeah. When you get there, that's that. And what are they going to give you? Tea? Oh, boy.
Oh, Gosling's makes good ginger beer. Yes. Yes.
Yes, they do.
I'll never give my niece a set. Oh, I wanted to give my kid a drum set. He got a piano instead. Did he want a piano? Now I'm curious.
If the kid actually has aptitude on the skins, I say, get a really good starter drum set and get the instructional from Gene Krupa or something.
Lisa says, I got a Shirley doll one year. Oh, that's adorable. That's dear.
That's cute. That's super cute.
It is. That's super cute.
I love instruments. Now, I think it works as long as somebody in your family plays. I actually was a kid. When I was a kid, I got a guitar, and I had no idea, and nobody showed me, and it was just sort of like, what is this? I didn't figure it out. But if my family had been playing instruments, if Uncle Vinny played the mandolin, if somebody's playing a guitar, and somebody's playing piano, it's like I would have been interested because people were playing. That's very important. And if you learn to play an instrument, that's the rest of your life. That is so cool.
That's true.
I realized recently, in the past few years, when we're suddenly starting to play instruments again, I'm actually pretty decent on piano.
Oh, can I get you for piano?
So suddenly it's my instrument again. I'm like, well, okay. I've come full circle.
Oh, Amy says, FYI, the non-alcoholic Guinness in the can actually tastes like Guinness.
Okay.
Okay.
Game changer.
All right, that is a game changer.
We need some non-alc bubbly.
All right.
And then suddenly we've got a black velvet. That's cool. Oh, David Van Tighem. Oh, that's a great thing. I remember actually getting one of his albums to review for my college paper, and I did, and I thought it was pretty cool. It's a pretty good record. Is it about that time?
I think it probably is about that
time. It's been a
good
couple hours with you. We're talking about all sorts of topics. We started talking with some sort of Christmas drinks, and we degenerated into Christmas toys because, duh.
Oh, jeez.
Of course we did.
Oh, Julie says, not necessarily a worse gift, but I got a pair of ice skates that I grew out of before the winter was over. Oh.
Dang it.
Oh, and I feel like ice skates, if you enjoy ice skating, it's a very sweet gift, but I feel you about the outgrowing.
You got to go to a flea market and pick up something your size and then do that 4 or 5 times.
Hold on.
As you grow, I know.
Lisa says, my worst Christmas gift was a Halloween scarf. Oh, man.
Somebody was shopping after Halloween.
Exactly.
Hello.
Exactly. All right. He said it was time.
Well, folks, it's been fantastic.
We've determined that we will be going live on New Year's Eve.
Spend a couple hours with you. We will absolutely be with you on December 31st, which means
we'll also be here next week.
Which means we will not be here the prior Wednesday. Which actual date is that?
I don't remember. But we will definitely be here. Don't confuse people.
End of
we'll
December.
Be here next week.
We will not be here that Wednesday. Next Wednesday, we will be here.
And Errol.
The Wednesday after, we'll be here. Yes. Yeah, sure. Yeah, please. It puts us all about. We're so We're so glad you could join us for a couple hours on a Wednesday because it's here to talk about subjects that people love.
Oh, hi, Laura.
Different things. Yeah,
Hey, Laura, Julie. Lisa, everybody's still here. Eric, fantastic. I know, Karen, hello, Amy.
Listen, we do this.
If I forgot you, I feel terrible.
We do all of these broadcasts because we love you. Yes. If you would like to keep these things going, there is always Patreon. We've had a few people join us recently to help us out on that.
Yes.
There is the Amazon store. Whatever you do on there definitely helps. There is our record.
Amy. Oh, Amy's going to Miracle next week. I want to go to Miracle.
Hello.
I do.
Just remind you, we have a 45. It's got 2 sides.
I dropped the link earlier.
Find a link for that. Pick it up. It's only $14 to your door.
Or 10, depending on when you buy it.
Well,
but there's shipping included in that case.
No, if it's
it's not included. Like they will add
10 if we see you in person.
See in person. It's 10, but then there's shipping added.
So it's $14, okay? I'm not going to confuse people. Jeez. If I see you in person, $10. So.
Oh, hi, Satellite. Good to see you.
Hello.
Oh, yeah. Well, I do enjoy Miracle. And if you're there Wednesday,
I am holding one of their glasses right now.
We'll be toasting you. We got Miracle glasses right now.
Plain. Big fun.
All right.
You know the drill. Next week we'll have another fun theme.
It'll be Christmassy. And I'll be more ready because all the
stuff
will be decorated by then.
All day here. I gotta tell you.
No.
I gotta tell you.
Oh,
it's been worth
crazy.
it. It's been worth it. It's really coming together. It's looking beautiful. And as always, thank you so much for being with us.
Yes.
You know how to support us. If you don't, drop us a line. Wherever you go, whatever you